Hey, Miss Angela, how you doing? Since you the first one in your room, just let me know. Can you hear me? Pop out, the big boy. Ah, everybody coming in the room. How you doing, Miss Angela? Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much coming in, rocking with your boy. How you doing, Miss K Potter, Crafty Creations? How you doing? Appreciate you coming in, rocking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Y'all already seen big boy, you know what I'm saying? I had excuse me, podeo drink, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to thank Miss Tracy Intrigue Arts. She made the cup. Thank y'all for coming in, rocking with your boy, man. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody with all the love and the support. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Oh, you can hear me good. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Miss Jennifer. Hey, Miss Allison, how you doing? Thank you, girl. Appreciate you coming out here rocking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You know, I appreciate all the love. You know what I'm saying? JC, it's another JC production. What's up, baby? What's going on, man? Good evening, big boy. How are you? Congratulations on that live with the squad. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. It's been a long time coming, man. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to, everybody know, it's definitely nice to be recognized for all the hard work that you put in, man. I want to say thank you for everybody who tuned in, you know what I'm saying, to watch the big boy on the squad. You know what I'm saying? We was on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I hope I dropped some gems for everybody, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hope I can provide some much needed knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Price, Mr. Daniel, how you doing, sir? Appreciate you coming out here rocking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Say, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you all. You know what I'm saying? The love. You know what I'm saying? The support. Hey, Miss Aisha, how you doing? So, for y'all who those who don't know, y'all make sure y'all go over there by go over there to Creations by Aisha. Go over, hit the subscribe, and hit the like button. Let's not forget about JC Production. He also does videos. He has a lot of unique things going on with his handicap, and I guess he's want to let you know just just even if you're handicapped, you can still do things or you can make things happen. So I want to give a shout out to Miss Aisha, JC Productions. You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely go over there and you know what I'm saying? Please like and subscribe. If you see something you like, tune in. You know what I'm saying? Tell them the big boy sent you. You know? Yeah, I'm trying to work with these new like earpieces. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get you know like trying to get used to adjust to them because it's like when I didn't have them. You know what I'm saying? It was so hard to hear from a phone. I'd be all up in there like, huh? Can you hear me now? So trying to use these new earpieces. You know what I'm saying? See how they working out. I guess that I already told us that he's gonna be running a little bit late. So I guess you know what I'm saying. What I do is, I guess we'll pay some bills right quick. That's cause y'all know, we gotta pay the bills. You know what I'm saying. So girl, you better stop it. Listen, listen. So let me tell y'all something. So the way the big boy blew up real fast is there was a lot of people saying my name. You know what I'm saying. A lot of people giving me shouts out. You know what I'm saying because you gotta have friends in this industry. You know what I'm saying. You want to find people who are genuine. You know what I'm saying. That truly want to see you make it. You know what I'm saying. That's what your boy is, man. That's what I do, man. I truly want to see how y'all make it. And if I forget about y'all, sometimes I do apologize. What I'm gonna say is, you know, you know, I try to do what I can. You know what I'm saying. No problem, JC Production. Like I say, I do apologize. Sometimes, a lot of times, I do miss. You know what I'm saying, Mr. JC Production. He is doing his thing over there on YouTube. You know what I'm saying. You need to drop you something, man. I ain't got that notification. You ain't dropped nothing in a while, man. Oh, oh, there goes the number one. Hey, man, how you doing, craftable things? Y'all don't know, man. Go over there, craftable. Oh, and make sure when you over there, craftable things, make sure you hit the Patrice Ellie. Miss Patrice Ellie went live today. I apologize. I woke up. I was like, oh my God, I missed the show. I'm gonna be fired. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have a wrench, so I can't get fired. But you know what I'm saying. But I like to be there support all the time, man. Everybody who shows love and supports me, man, I try my best to be there. I be so busy because I do like to answer phone calls and try to help, help people as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? That I'm even able to be able to help anybody. So that's truly a blessing. Hey, how you doing, my boy Avery? What's up, baby? What's up, man? How you doing, brother? Say, man, appreciate you coming here rocking with your boy. You know what I'm talking about? Say, like my boy say, man, you could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all right here rocking with your boy. So you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you so much. Craftable. Say, hey y'all. Oh, let me put that right. Hey y'all. Man, I love what you do that. That is so dope. Just plain, simple, cut, dry, you know what I'm saying, to the point. Uh-oh, hold on, let me see what we have going on. Oh Lord, it was a lot of hope. Okay, here we go. Uh Hey, at the other Miss Wilson. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to both the channels. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, man, she is over there. It's hard. You know what I'm saying to have two channels because you have to make sure that you have your watch time hours, and you have to make sure that you are dropping content. And so, man, and then the young lady has another full-time job. So, man, y'all please show love and support for Miss Craftable Things and Patrice Ellie. Go over there, please like, subscribe and make sure you watch three videos, not one, not two, but three. You know what I'm saying? The magic number is three videos. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a pop quiz later. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing, but it could be. It might be. No, I'm just playing, y'all. It's all good, big boy. It wasn't playing. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, girl. Oh man, I wish I would have known. Cause girl, we just love your lives. You're just so informative. Girl, you drop all the game. You know what I'm saying? You drop all the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Hey, make it with Marilyn. How you doing? Man, another one of my great, wonderful, hardest, one of the hardest working women in the industry, making with Maryland, OG Bling Queen, doing her thing, y'all, man. Man, I just like a standing ovation. You know what I'm saying? OG Bling Queen, we got to get her back. We be trying so hard to get the OG Bling Queen here on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to plan one. Got my fingers and my toes crossed. You know what I'm saying? Whether we can get that done because man, I just have some of like the best admins in the world. You know what I'm saying? In the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm so blessed. I love all of them. Y'all just I couldn't make it happen without y'all because there's just so many things going on. Look at that. Oh, hey, creations by each and everybody is just it's just so much love and support in her. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'd do without y'all. Love y'all so much. Uh oh. Oh, I don't know how Crackable Things does it at all. She's a super. Oh God. Yeah. Sometimes I think I be seeing a cape flapping in the wind. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be seeing it, but sometimes every once in a while it'll be stuck out a little bit, and you just see it like she got the fan blowing, and she just stick that pose. Like, "Ah." No, just let me stop y'all. I'm telling you. I don't know, Crackable. Y'all never know at night, cause she might be out like a superhero. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? She looks like the superhero type. She could just come in and fly and save the day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on, I'm think, man. We might have our guest here early.
Hey, 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 big boy.
My boy, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, man, doing pretty
Man,
good. How's
what's
life?
going on, brother? What's going on, man? We sure appreciate you, man. We sure appreciate you coming in. You know what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate.
Rocking with us, man. I said you had a man, we sure appreciate you coming in, bro. I was like, man, I was like, okay, man. I was like, man, you said I probably need a few minutes. I'm like, man, I was have to put my ninja suit on, man. And, I got to hold it down, you know what I'm saying, until you got her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Man, we just shouted out to a couple of people before we had got
Okay.
started. Hey, Dims, how you doing? Appreciate you coming rocking with us, Dims. Thank you so much for coming rocking with us. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. There go Dims. I'm
Hey,
sorry,
Craftable
Dims. There you
Things.
go. Hey, Dims. things run. Oh yeah, craftable things run circles around me. Just 1 second. Thumbs up, everybody. Show Big Boy some love. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Hey, Lakeisha. Okay, there we go. So, okay, now we got. I think we got everybody in here. So, man, Janoris, how you doing, sir? Man, tell
Doing all right.
everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, go on, man. Tell everybody about yourself, man. Let everybody know who you are.
Man, my name is Janarius Young. I hail from Dallas, Texas, Oak Cliff. And I'm just a
Hey,
printer. I love talking about printing. I love seeing new people come in, but when they come in, it's important that they have sound information. And so, with doing this for 11 years now, going on 12, I've seen a lot of stuff come and go, but DTF is definitely here to stay. So that's where I'm now. And I have a, small printing shop out of Cedar Hill, Texas. And it's if you ever want to visit me, it's 101 Kenya Street, Suite 120. Cedar Hill, Texas, 75104.
thank you, thank you, thank you. So, you say, you say you've been doing this 11 years, huh?
Yeah, man, it's been a journey. Um,
Okay, so now you know when you go on the Big Boy Show, when you get on the interview, because we done had you on the Saturday, this is your spotlight. This is your time to shine, man. Tell us the story. We want to go back to 11 years ago, man,
oh,
of when
really?
you first started, man. Because this is your spotlight, man. This is your time to shine. Man, we want to know, say, how did your Lords become elegant edits? How did you get your own shop, man? Let
Okay.
us know, man. Let us know. We want to know because, like, and let us know because, like, we want to know how you got out. You know how you decided because you have your own shop. So we want to
Yeah,
know how did you jump out there? You know what I'm saying? So let man, look, I got my popcorn. Look, I got my drink, man. I got my popcorn. Hold on, not my popcorn, but I got my seeds, man. Hey, man,
okay.
I want to hear the story, man. I want to know.
Man, y'all just gonna sit here and listen to me talk, huh? Man. But see, what's interesting is the only reason I even finally started the YouTube channel, and I'll go all the way back from the beginning, but just I guess as to preface that, the my personality, I'm not shy or anything like that, but I'm what you call the sound guy. I don't need to be in the front. Don't even put my name in the credits of the movie. Just I I operate well at home and in the space. So being in the retail space where people can just walk in and purchase things now, that wasn't my goal. I actually thought retail was dying, but just through multiple people counseling me and letting me know that hey, retail's not dead yet. So just jump out there. But I'll get into that. But a long time ago, basically the first I bought this. I don't know if any of you, I doubt it, but a long time ago I used to play like trading cards, and so like a trading card game. And so I went and bought this mouse pad basically, and you have these cards, and these cards are like two, $300, $400. So when you're playing in tournaments, you want to protect those cards. So I bought this rubber mat, which I didn't know was sublimation at the time. Remember, it's a long time ago, but it was a sublimated mat. And when I got it, it was garbage. Like it was pixelated. But I paid $70 for this mat. And so I was
Hey,
thinking, man, I don't know how they do it, but I bet I could make a better product than this. And then I had a few friends that wanted one of those mats too, and I just figured, let me just see if I could try this thing. But I didn't know what sublimation was, and so I just tried to use my inkjet printer, and then that kind of evolved into my aunt saying, "Hey, could you make shirts with that printer?" And the Epson 3880 is my favorite printer. I know Big Boy hates it
oh,
of all
my
time.
favorite headache.
Next to the Canon Pixma Pro 100, and that's I'll get into that later as well. But so I bought the Epson 3880. Mind you, this was way back when, so that printer was I think 2,000 something dollars, which is a lot for me because
Ooh,
I used to do work a normal 9 to 5, as I was a wage worker, as we call them. And so, but even from before that, I was always raised with an entrepreneurial mindset because I
Yeah.
saw, uh, my mom, who was a nail tech, really popular nail tech in Dallas. She's retired now, by the way. But just watching her go to work and still kind of self-employed, but just tired every day. And my aunt working at the Red Cross, dragging her bags in at 3 a.m. I just didn't want that for me. And they also instilled that in me to want more, to not necessarily, and I can talk about that later too, because I don't have the be your own boss syndrome. So big boy, don't let me forget about the be your own boss syndrome. Um, and
Okay.
so yeah, because we can get really prideful about being your own boss and all of that, but there's a lot that comes with it too that I had to learn along the way. So to make a long story longer, I basically started my business with the mindset of just creating something that I was disappointed in. And so that has keeping that same mindset to where I don't really like to complain about things. I rather try to figure out how to do it better um, than the bad things. I shed more light on the better things that are happening, even if I'm not the one to create it. So I started getting into t-shirts. I did t-shirts for my family and friends for free for a year. So I did about 6 or 7 months worth of research before I even bought the 3880. And
Wow.
so, this is a quick side note too. So I used to do contractor work, like standing fences on
Yeah.
top of rooftops, all types of stuff, drywall and things like that. And so I worked for my soon-to-be father-in-law at the time. And so he said, Jay, you keep talking about this printer, which he didn't know was a 3880, but he was saying, Jay, you've been talking about this printer every day. This, I'm going to get this printer. When I get this printer, I can make these mats and all this stuff. And he said, have you saved a dime for that printer? He said, you're making probably, I know at least about, at the time, probably $500-600 a week.
Oh.
And at the time. And so he's like, have you saved a dime for that printer? And so it hurt in that moment, but I didn't even say anything. I was just kind of frustrated. And so those are the people you want to keep around you that'll hold you to task. So when I went home, I was thinking, man, I didn't even realize I've been talking about this printer for all this time. And so from that day forward, I stopped being what I call a talker.
Yeah.
I'm not a person that will call you a talker necessarily. I'm not gonna, demean anybody, but I recognize a talker when I see one. Not that you talk too much like me, but you kind of have these tendencies to say, because you mean well and you want the best for your future, but you have a tendency to just kind of repeat yourself. And so it takes people like that to hold you to task. And so I started saving up for the 3880, and 2 years later, I had two of them. And
Oh
so
wow.
I didn't even
Now,
have the clientele. I
now,
was
now for
printing
people.
shirts, and then I got into vinyl, and then I learned about sublimation, and then I converted my 3880 over to sublimation, but I had cheap inks that I bought in bulk, and it destroyed the printer. So I
Oh.
so I didn't know it was the inks. So I was like, well, I have the other 3880. Let me try to do that. So I destroyed them both. So
Oh man.
I've owned four 3880s just throughout the years and everything. But I got into DTG um, probably 2013, 2014. I got into DTG, and so it was very new at the time. If you don't, the early DTGs were converted Epsons, and if you could find one, it would be rebranded. And the one that I had was the Fast T Jet. That's what it was called. And
Okay.
so I tried to run some prints and stuff through that. But remember, YouTube was there, but it wasn't as prevalent, or not prevalent, prominent as, there wasn't a wealth of knowledge that there is today. Oh, thanks for posting that for me, Marilyn. So with with that, I could complain to new people now and say, oh, it wasn't like it was then, or I can say, hey, this is the best time, the greatest time for us to be crafters and to be printers and to be in this field, because there's a wealth of knowledge out there. When there wasn't, you had to, I don't know if the site's still around, but it used to be called the T-shirt forums. That was like the only source. If they just Google search it, I don't even know if it's still around, but the T-shirt forums, uh, that's where I would find information. And so imagine having to solve a problem by reading text, pages of
Put it in the
text.
book, huh?
Yeah, and then probably later on down the line, you could upload photos, but they didn't want to clog the server, so those photos wouldn't be up for long. So I look at this now, and fast forward from the DTG. Oh, by the way, I forgot how much the DTG printer cost, but I lost about $3,000 on the idea of me doing the DTG, from the pre-treating the shirts and finding the space all outside of my home. Remember, I've only been in the retail space for 2 years, almost coming up on 2 years now. Before that, it was all out of my garage.
Oh wow.
So that's, but I've been blessed enough to stay afloat through all these years. But so if you're in your home and you're thinking that, oh, I want to have my own shop one day, uh, the situation that I'm in now with my shop, I share the space with a buddy of mine, and he sells other products on the other side. The name of the shop is the Oil Spot, and I just handle all of the prints outside of that shop, or inside of the shop. So he would just tell me, he said, Jay, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you do great work. It's a joke that we have at the shop. We say, you do phenomenal work. So no matter what you do, I tell him, man, you sell oils phenomenally. So he's like, Jay, you print phenomenally. So I said, Jay, you do phenomenal work, but people can't see it. If you're printing out of your garage, you're making enough to, it's still a business. I'm not trying to say that. But he said, if people could just walk by, and when they go into the shop, because we have a barber in our suite as well. So he was saying that when people come in and get a haircut, um, you know, they need to walk past your t-shirts. They need to see your work. And so the fact that I trusted him, he did like a sliding scale where I would pay a certain amount per month to kind of sublet, I guess you would call it, the
Okay.
space. And so it capped out at a certain amount. And just being up there, I wasn't really, I was making enough to break even. But again, I went into it with the mindset of, even if I lose money for the first 5 or 6 months, every time someone comes into the store or walks past, I'm handing them a business card and they see the shirts. So at the off chance that even if they're not going to buy a shirt right now, it's not a no, it's just a not right now.
Not
So
right
I
now.
would see the
Exactly.
same person and he would see new styles, hanging on the mannequins or whatever in the display case. And he one usually how that'll happen to in terms of conversion. So to educate the consumer, right? They walk in and they see the t-shirts on the wall, educating the consumer up until the point of them opening up their wallet or purse or whatever to me. Uh, that process usually involves them remembering me in a time of need, to where they have um, a funeral or a last minute order, and they say, hey, that guy prints t-shirt, I pass him every week, let me just try him. But it's my job to where once they decide to open up their wallet or their purse to my business, to make sure that they watch that shirt a million times and they never want to go
Hmm.
anywhere else. So um, coupling that with my knowledge of printing, the reason why I started my channel with DTF is because there are so many different factors for you to make a terrible shirt just from missing one of those steps. And so
You
it
ain't
will,
lying.
yeah. So once I hate to be somber, but once I pass on, when I'm no longer here, the knowledge dies with me.
Yeah.
So why not, uh, what do you call chronicleize all this stuff and make it neat and packaged to where no matter whether you're really seasoned in the printing industry or you're just getting started. It's I feel it's my job to try to convey that in a way that everybody can understand,
And you
because
do a great
I'm
job.
still the little guy. So y'all may see that I have a shop, but I'm nowhere where I envision this thing to be. And so it it's it's just a matter of taking action also. And they say that success only happens when opportunity and preparedness meet. And so the
Huh.
only thing that you can control is your preparedness. I just learned a lot about printers and all this other stuff for myself, but the opportunity, presented itself, which would be all of the people getting started, wanting to learn, but I was prepared. And so at some point, this will translate to dollars for me, but it didn't start out that way. I just remember what it was like to lose $3,000 on an idea of a DTG printer.
Ooh.
So I'm not going to dissuade you to to purchase a DTG printer. I can only just tell you my experiences, and also it wasn't at the right time when I purchased it. It was still a baby. Sublimation was a baby in 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
So it's all about the timing and the positioning, coupled with your uh, your desire to learn the skill, and then help others, pay it forward. Uh, once you pass on. Thanks for the kind words. But yeah, so that's enough about me. Again, like I said, but this is, I just want, I don't, it's uh, like I'm driving down the road for 11 years and I hit 36 potholes.
Ooh.
I would be a garbage human being if I didn't at least tell you where some of those potholes were. So it's kind of like that's the mindset I'm leading with. If I make a few dollars, along the way, great. That's that's a really great thing. But it's all about the craft, and so I love printing. So no matter what I do in this field, I'm always gonna win because I feel good every day when I wake up. So.
So last time you was on the Saturday.
Mm.
You were like 500 hours away. Have you got since then? Have you gotten monetized?
Uh, I met all of the criteria to be monetized last week, but
Congratulations.
yeah, kind of, sort of, but not really. I appreciate it, but
Oh man.
YouTube hit me with this. It said I had reused content, like I took content from other YouTubers and made my videos, so I had to try to appeal with that, and I had to literally show them that, hey, I film on an iPhone. Let me scroll through my gallery. These are the videos that you're seeing. This is this is the software that I edit on, and they still denied it. And I can't appeal until I think it said December 11th. There's no number you can
Wow.
call. You can't email them. YouTube is this Goliath, this Goliath thing now. So, but again, I'm still gonna put videos out. I didn't even start
Yeah.
with wanting to be monetized. I was just trying to get the information out. So it's not gonna stop the show, and we're just gonna keep moving forward and let God do the rest. So
So eventually that will catch up with itself, right?
uh, I don't know, and it's so vague. They don't
Yeah.
even say which videos
Oh
uh,
wow.
violate whatever. And also, I think it may be when they say reuse content. And I don't want to spend too much time on this because people watching this won't give it much value. I deal all the time in just
Hey man,
value.
you'd be surprised how many YouTubers you have on here that has the
Mm,
same problem. You'd be
really?
surprised.
Okay. Well, like with that, it could just be that sometimes like the video on how to convert the Epson 7890 to DTF, it could be that the person that's reviewing the video, they're not a printer, so they don't even know what they're looking at. I'm not trying to say like that, but all they see is like, hey, he has 6 videos. Wait, this part 3 is still this guy talking about that printer. This is reused content. So
Oh,
um
for real?
yeah, I don't know. I don't dwell
Oh
too long
man.
on it. It's whatever. So
But hey, you know what? Sometimes with the printers, it's just not as simple as just plug and play. Like
Right.
we make it, like sometimes we make it when we sell them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We make it where it's plug and play. But I tell people, hold on, let me tell people to understand. It took me literally 3 months to get my 3880 up and running. That's Megatron. That's what made me famous. Megatron, your 3880. When you go back to all my, for real, yo, Megatron for real. And cause I gotta strip down with the guns hanging all out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Say, I tell them when you come, hey, if you're a 38, if you're a printer, if you're not being sold, you finna get stripped down because I need to be able to see everything. You know what I'm saying? Say, you
Crazy.
know how it is. Say, as soon as you walk in the door, take it off. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. But yeah, man. Now, a lot of your videos are so like, I mean, you did it amazingly. Like, you have what, like 15 videos?
Uh, Probably so.
I
I
mean,
don't
that is,
know.
I mean, it took me
I
like,
know I don't upload as much as I should, but it takes a while, man, to record all that. And this is during business hours, so I have to go in on a day where I probably would have had an off day, but I figure it's not going to take all day to film the video. But it's just trying to find out where you can, best utilize your time. And for me, putting the information out there, it's worth it to me. So
yeah, man. Well, one thing I can honestly say, like, your videos do great because you're so informative. How do you, like me, I'm like, oop, I forgot that step, or well, I try not to, but how do you remember, like, you remind me of like a Make It with Marilyn. She is gonna go A, B, C, D, all
hmm.
the way to Z. Me, I'm gonna go from A to C to F to I. You know, how do you stay? How do you make sure you don't miss like a step? You breaks it down.
I don't even, man, it's gonna sound like I'm trying to find a way to say it to where when it falls on people's ears, it won't sound like so like, oh, this guy, like he just like, but I don't have any like a methodology, I guess, to it. There's no structure. I think it's the way my brain has learned to work. Now, what happens is that, or what has happened is that I've done all of this, like I've destroyed printers. So I've learned,
Oh,
the best way, the best, not experience isn't the best teacher. It's the pockets, hurting the pockets. If something hits your pockets, you tend
say
to
that's
go
part of the experience.
step, right, exactly, perfect. But it's, once you destroy an $10,000 printer and have to figure out how to take it apart, you tend to want to do that very, you know, uh, methodically. Like it's something that happens up here because it's like, okay, when I'm reaching in here, and I've tried to include that in my videos, right? Like I'll try to show you what to avoid before you reach your hands into the printer. So I'm saying like avoid the ribbon cables. If you touch it or if you get ink on it, this is how you clean it. But we're not even going to go near this part. Be very careful. I want to show you what not to do before you do the wrong thing and then show you the right way to do it. So I think it's happening all like live. Even the most recent video with cleaning the print head on the L1800, I promise you, I did not plan on doing that video at all. I just felt like, hey, I've done this before, and last time we had too many orders and stuff for me to stop, set up the camera, and talk in that format versus just getting in there and getting it done. So I just said, okay, let me just go grab the camera real quick, and I'm just talking out what I'm doing. And if it takes me too long to do it, I'll just kind of skip through some of the parts. And so that's how most of my videos happen. It's just kind of like, hey, let me just set the camera up, and this is what I'm doing. And I just know not all printers, but I know most Epson printers. Leave it there. Uh, I know most Epson printers well enough to know that okay, when I pull this back, unplug it, it's gonna stop it here. There's probably going to be 3 or 4 screws here. The carriage is built this way because they're pretty much the same until you get into like the 7 series, like 7890, and up there, then it's a little bit more cumbersome taking them apart. But
hold on one second. Hold on
yeah.
one second, elegance. Hold on one second. I'm gonna need to
not the aviator.
I gotta put the shades on because you gotta make sure you got your PPP on before you get to working with the white man. You know we got
white.
Yeah, we got a super check, man. And before I ring that bell, before I ring that bell, I gotta make sure I've been doing my exercises. You know what I'm saying? We'll give a shout out to JD's corner, man, with that super chat, man. We gotta get on that bell, baby. Say, man, want to give a shout out to JD, man. Appreciate you, man, ringing that bell for me, man. Y'all know, man. We gotta pay rent over here, so anytime you're working with the white man, y'all know, say that is one of the sponsors, the Big Boy Ink, man. So anytime you're working with that Big Boy Ink, that white is so bright, we don't need no retina problems. So you make sure you put your PPP on. You know what I'm saying?
So this is something that Big Boy is probably not gonna tell you. So
hold on, just one second. Hold on one second. Say it, man. Okay. Look here, I cannot. Best unit. Hold on.
Are you touched?
Best unit, thank you, best unit. You know what I'm saying? You know what? So we got, hey, for that right there, we got to set that boy out. She get the 21 gun salute. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, man. I see the bells in the chat. It's funny.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Woo, say, man.
That was funny to see all the bells in the chat.
All the love, support. Say, if y'all don't know, say best unit, OG mama in the game. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she ain't the one. Appreciate you, best unit. Make sure y'all go over there, hit subscribe. Subscribe, hit that like button, and make sure you watch free videos. Thank you. Hey, for those who don't know, anything that's been given to the show helps me pay my booth rent because at my house I have horrible internet, so we have to come up here. I want to bring y'all the best show, so we do pay booth rent. So thank y'all. Anything given to the show helps the big boy out. Thank you so very much. I apologize, elegant. Whew. Man,
no,
I like
you have to.
But yes, sir. What was you about to say about
important.
the white, sir?
I'm not interrupted at all. We got plenty of time. I'm at home. I'm not at the shop, man. It was a long day. I came home to do this thing, man. So I'm comfortable. I'm fine. The whites. So Big Boy is not gonna say this to y'all. He's just not that type of person. But he said, "Hey, I know you. Just try the white out." He said, "I know I have good white ink. I know I have good inks. I'm supposed to say that, but I want you to try it, and I know you're gonna be honest." And I loaded it into the 7890, and it absorbs, just from the technical side. I won't be too long-winded with that, but the technical side of it, it absorbs, and some of it could be the film. I have good film too, where I order my films from, but the ink absorbs into the film very, very well. All inks aren't gonna behave the same way on films in the same way. So let's say your ink limit is a little bit too high on the white, especially on the 7890, because we have 4 channels of white, so we're laying down so much white that if I were to do it at like 30-40% white ink limit, it would just run off the film, and that creates a huge problem. But his white ink, it doesn't oversaturate or anything. It sets really nice on the film, and it's been pretty soft. Some of that, if I load a lot of colors on top of that, it was a little stiff, but I can't say that's because of his ink, because I only loaded the white. I'm using a different, I'm trying to run out of a different supplier's inks for the 7890 for my colors. So I can't say that has anything to do with his white, but my white only prints that I've run, beautiful. Like, no issues. I might shake those carts every like 3 or 4 days, and that's because I know you're supposed to. But that when you drop that ink off to me, that same bottle, I didn't use all of it. I left it there. So actually, when I've been filming the videos off to the side about my me trying your inks out, I just pan the camera back over to that same bottle. I haven't moved it, so people can get the honest. Yeah. So
Hey,
the inks don't really separate like the other whites I've seen. I'm just being honest with you. So if you're on the fence about the big boy inks, just make that leap, because if the colors are anything like the whites, all you need is an ICC profile, and they'll be vibrant.
hey,
That white ink is good.
those colors, they shine bright like a diamond. They shine bright like a diamond.
Not Rihanna.
Say, man, that was the goal, man. That was the plan. Hey, man, and I appreciate you, man, because, like, like I say, man, I'm supposed to tell you, I got the baddest car in the land, man. I'm telling you, look here, man. You got to let somebody else say it, man. And I appreciate you, man, just giving an honest review, man, because, it's so many people out there that are just, you know what I'm saying? So, we appreciate the honesty, you know what I'm saying? That's just, you can't pay for nothing better than that, you know what I'm saying? Because honesty is the best policy, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, bro. And you already know how I do it. You know how we do it. It's
and
like,
you gave me all the colors. We had only talked. I mean, cut y'all, but we only talked about the white. You showed up a barrel of inks in your arms. I was like, oh man, I wasn't even expecting the colors. So it's a blessing, man, to just be able to try these, and also, for me to have such a small channel to be trusted this early in the game. Like you said, I probably have 15 videos. So to know that people entrust me, like, here, just try this out. I know you're going to test it and break it and figure out what it really is. So yeah, man, it's important. It's definitely important.
oh yeah, man, because
Integrity.
just like, I'm sorry.
No, just leading with integrity is important, because
Yes,
yeah.
that's all I was about to say. I feel like it's very important to just tell the truth, and make sure your customers are happy. I go to a lot of places now, and customer service is not what it used to be. And I know you can't make everybody happy. You got to break a couple of eggs to make a cake. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We ain't just throwing the whole carton down on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I guess I'm old school to where, excuse me, I believe in you give the people a really good product. I try my best to have a great product. Give the people a good product, they gonna come back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Do unto others that you had them do unto you. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. Let's see what old JC Production has going on, because he be having some great questions. You know what I'm saying? I've been hit by copyright infringement. That is not copyrighted. Hey, I've been hit by the same thing you have. Let's just say that because I'm legally blind, I'm part of a National Federation of the Blind. I was able to fight it because they have people inside Google that were my liaisons. But yes, Go is like a life currently. Have hold on. Go is like life currently. Here we have about 10 to 15 YouTubers. Oh yeah. You'd be surprised, man. You never know who's watching, man. I'm telling you, you always be surprised who is in the clouds watching, man. There's a lot of people in the clouds that just don't say nothing. And thank y'all for whoever in the clouds. Appreciate y'all coming rocking with your boy, rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? So y'all already know, we got the special guest. We got Elegant in the house. So, everybody coming out to see him. You know what I'm saying? So, let me ask you a question. So, you got into YouTube. You got, okay, we're gonna just start with the original question. What made you want to start the YouTube?
Um, really, because man, I would see people in the forums, like in the predominantly, I say forums, predominantly the Facebook groups, and people would ask questions that I felt like, hey, those are the same questions that 3 months ago I had,
Yep.
and I keep commenting. This, some of the stuff I would just copy and paste. It's like literally like it was almost like copy. Like I was just literally like
Copy paste.
literally. And so I was thinking if this were in video format, then people could just go and watch it. And primarily, I was wanting to target people who haven't purchased the printer yet. So like once you've purchased the thing and you don't have the training, like I said in that video, once you take a screwdriver or any utensil, anything, once you open up that cover of that printer, you become an Epson technician without the training. And so if you're gonna do something like that on a piece of equipment that's thousands of dollars, it's important that there at least be something out there that could kind of steer you in the right direction. And I don't really spend a lot of time on YouTube anymore, but just growing in these circles and stuff like that, I've checked out some of the people in the chat. I've checked out their channels and stuff, and I'm learning stuff. So it's like it started out as me, wanting to share the knowledge, but I'm like, man, let me go back to YouTube University. Like, this is okay. I've never seen anyone sublimate this before. This is interesting. So it's a way to kind of revitalize because I've always had that love for printing, but seeing that there are channels and stuff out there, and I get value from that, I wanted to do the same thing because when I started, those videos weren't out there like that on DTG and all. There maybe have been a couple. I think there's a guy. I don't know if he's still on YouTube. His name was Cartes Ross. Uh, his channel was man, T-shirt riches.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if that was the
Yeah.
first video that I ever saw on, one of his videos was the first one I ever saw about t-shirts, like printing t-shirts. And then there was Gary with the t-shirt help desk.
Yeah.
He's been in there. He was one, like, I can't think of any more. Just those two guys. I don't remember any other videos that were out there. And so I wanted to be that type of person where if you're just kind of, on the straddling the fence, like, okay, I'm thinking about this DTF thing, this maintenance. I've seen horror stories about the maintenance, but
Oh.
let me just see what's on YouTube. I want it to be that video that someone found that says, oh, like this guy left this printer there for a week, but so it's not necessarily the printers are bad, it's the type of inks that you use. And I just need to do this every couple of days or once a week. So it's to break down that. I don't want anyone that barrier. I don't want anyone to disqualify themselves from trying DTF because they read a Facebook book post in a group from someone who bought this thing with no training, no due diligence, or little to no, I can't say that, but little to no due diligence from what I've seen, and let them make that estimation, only from what they've ascertained just from like one post.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, long story short, yeah, that's why, because the information wasn't really out there.
And you know what? There are a lot of people with these platforms. That's all they have to say is too much maintenance, and there will be a lot. And I mean, there will be a lot of people that will just throw it by the wayside. You know what I'm saying? But so I have to salute you. Give you your props for putting the knowledge out there, because I know just by personally speaking with you, you could have just endorse something and say that's what that is, but you know what I'm saying, the integrity that you have, because I know a lot of people who would just sure, that's it right there, would just take the money, you know what I mean, and just That's so. I want to definitely give you a special shout out, especially props for that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, passionately intrigued
Yeah,
artists.
they I appreciate it. You know, their stuff. I don't want to get too sinister. There's some difference. Well, you see, I don't even get into some of this stuff, but as I kind of trudge through the mire of DTF printing, I'm starting to see that soft white underbelly that Roosevelt's. I think it's Roosevelt. What he's talking about. It's kind of like the soft white underbelly of DTF printing. So you have think about when you don't know what you don't know, right? So like let's say you're looking into getting into DTF and you go and you search up a YouTube video. I'm not gonna call them out, uh,
Huh?
but but in this video you see these people say DTF is just so much maintenance to where you might as well just go to the link of the description and order your transfers from me, and you don't have to worry about the maintenance, and you can spend thousands of dollars. And you know, I'm exaggerating, but you can spend thousands of dollars with me instead of buying your printer. In
Hmm.
some spaces that may work, and we can talk about that if anyone has any questions in terms of what DTF printer to get, or should I start out by just buying transfers. Sometimes that is an option, but I saw so much of that on YouTube to where I'm like, this guy really has a DTF transfer printing business, so he's trying to dissuade people who are doing their due diligence to buy a printer to just say no, give up on my dreams, I'm just going to order from you. And so it's disingenuous. It's not really 100% sound information, because for the most part, as human beings, we at least want to try. So I wanted to make the videos for the people that at least want to try DTF. At least you have the right tools to start with. You know, I don't just say don't even try and just make my business stronger. You know, make me some money. Don't worry about your business. Make me some money, and then at the off chance that you do well with selling the pressing up the shirts from our transfers, then we can have that conversation. I want you to get the full picture of if you're going to get into DTF, how often do you plan on printing per week? Do you want to print for your orders? Or do you want to offer transfers for other businesses? And then you look at, okay, what's your budget? So you can only afford this type of printer, which isn't going to be conducive for your business, because if you're trying to, this printer can only run for 6 hours a day, just nonstop, or you'll be going through a head every month. So, you know, we can sit down and have those conversations, but at least you have all the information laid out before you, and then you can make that decision.
Let me read this for you because I really think it's nice. JC said, I truly like your videos as a person
Oh,
that is visually impaired and has a visual learner, and you have educated me completely. That is so cool. How do you have your shop? You are my I think you said uh,
oh
uh, you are his inspiration. He
man.
appreciates you know how you have a shop, because you know there's so many people who aspire to get a brick and mortar. What did you do before you, if you don't mind, what did you do before you had your shop, before you started working at home? And could you tell us a bit more about the when you was working, who you was working for, and maybe how you started working from home and then you uh, got your shop? I know you told us a little bit, you know, about it, but because you know it takes a lot of courage, and you know what I'm saying, to get out there, you know, because you have to get, you know, a lot of people have to go out on jump out on faith. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what that. Please tell us what that process was like.
Man, it was a lot of fear. And I was comfortable. Remember, you know, printing, I guess at that time, 9 years, just at home. You know, I could work on a project, go eat lunch, take a nap, come back, work on my stuff. And I didn't have, it's just a different, well, that's a different. So to answer, I can answer the question first and then get into maybe if people want to know like some of the things that kind of come up that you don't think about. when you're at home crafting versus in a retail space where whatever your business hours are, people have the right to come in and ask you if their stuff's ready or not. If it's not, then that's another conversation. So, but what it was, to answer the question, it was me working out of the garage, and then I had a client, like a clientele, I guess, that consistently bought shirts and other consumables and stuff from me just about every month. And so I had enough clients over the years that just kept, repeated business and word of mouth. Because I've never been like a social media type person. In fact, I have no desire beyond YouTube, so that's a lie. But traditional social media like Facebook and stuff like that, I don't really have a desire to learn how to market to people, and I have my own reasons for that. So it was really just a blessing, honestly, because people just chose to use me because I would print and people would wash the shirts 20 and 30 times. So it's more so when someone offers you a cheaper price. I had like one of my fitness clients, she's a bodybuilder. She trains people on how to bodybuild and personal stuff. And so she's been my client since the start. She was one of my first clients, paying clients. Once I felt comfortable with the vinyl that I was using to do the shirts. And, with working with her, she told me, she was just honest. And she said, hey, this guy came up to me at a show and he said, okay, I can do the same, if not better quality at a cheaper price. Just tell me what you're paying. And she said, no, I've got my t-shirt guy. And so he said, you're going to pay more? Like, okay, well, here's my card in case something ever happens or he stops, doing shirts or whatever. She said, no, he's my t-shirt guy. And so for your clients to come back to you with those stories, that's the only way. I started with quality. I wouldn't compromise quality. There's still steps that people don't even. I've asked people like, I'll get into that later, but it was fear, but I guess my want to just try something different. That desire to try something different that I hadn't tried before, it like overwhelmed the fear. Like it overtook it. It was greater than the fear. And so the opportunity as well. Now, my buddy who actually leases the suite out or whatever and then sublets it to me, that whole side or whatever of the suite, I told him there are people that their blood runs through my veins, like some of my family that I would not do business with. I love them to death. Love them to death. Take a bullet for them, but I wouldn't do business with. And so I told him, I'm jumping out on fate, and you have the sliding scale of me. So that took down the barrier of entry, as we call it, for trying a new phase in your business. My barrier of entry was very low because I found someone willing to, or someone found me, worthy of occupying the space with them and believe that I could provide more value to be an asset to them. So I think it's not necessarily a matter of I don't think it's necessarily a matter of you like trying to find a space or that type of fear. I think it's a matter more so of you starting with quality, building a good, honest reputation, and then people will reach out to you with that opportunity. So it's the preparedness. So prepare yourself. And if somebody says, hey, you do great work.
I'm sorry. Best Beauty, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
the
You
donation?
see Best Beauty, man? I'm sorry, bro. I couldn't hold it in. I'm sorry.
How did you owe her $20? Or how did she owe you $20? What's the story behind that?
I don't know. I don't know. I think, well, you know, we get each other on, you know, on our lives. We get each other. We go in there, we get each other, and I guess that's her way of getting me back. You know what I'm saying? But hold on 1 second. I am so sorry, man. I usually keep it together better than that, but she got me. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Craft the
Leaving us.
Bull. You know what? I appreciate you. You know what? Just for you, Craft the Bull, I'm gonna put them shades on. So when I ring that bell, I'm gonna feel cool. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Craft the Bull. Thank you so much, Craft the Bull. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the love. Mwah, 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 mwah. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, elegant man. You know my the wonderful admins of mine. I
No,
apologize.
you
Hold on
can't
1
ignore them.
second.
They make this possible, man.
Man, you ain't
You
lying,
gotta
man.
address
Hey,
it.
you just saying about that rent, boy. That rent ain't cheap, man.
Yeah, but yeah, it's I don't know, man. I feel like but yeah, it's
Flow.
just that it's just being prepared, preparing yourself, that preparedness, and then when that opportunity presents itself, if it feels right, because the opportunity had to be right. I've turned down a couple of things that have come, like you mentioned it earlier, because you know some of the stuff, but um, I can't just promote a product without trying it. And the same for Big Boy. I wanted to try his white inks. I would have bought them, but he just said here. So I'm not even looking for free stuff. It's just I cannot put my name on something that I haven't tried it. So I think that eventually will open up more doors to me at my business, just because people know, like, I'm not even gonna try to have him sell these printers if they're garbage, because
I
he's
mean,
not gonna do that.
see, you have a platform of honesty, and that's what I was looking for. I wanted people who have a reputation. You know what I'm saying? Some people who couldn't be bought. You know what I'm saying? People who was gonna be like, yeah, well, and that's how I found
Mm-hmm.
that. I knew that my product was great. I tried several products. And I mean, I knew it was good, but I didn't know it was like that really, really, really good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I tried the DTL Superstores, the DTG Kingdom, a couple of people in China, but man, that white is just.
Yeah, it's
But
crispy.
I have to thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank everybody that even the transfers, man, because you know, like you've seen, and the worst, the worst white separation I've ever seen was over there. Oh my God. Just that was my God. That was horrible. That was
I
horrible, man,
showed
for
it
me.
to you.
Huh?
That's right. I showed it to you. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
I was like, ugh. I was like, you know what it made me think about? I think about, like, you know, people talk about these printers and they say you have to take care of it. I'm like, you have to take care of yourself too. And when
Mm-hmm.
I looked at that, it was like I kind of looked at it, what if I put that in my body?
Right.
Because your printer is what take care of you. And
Mm-hmm.
you feed your printer that? Oh my God, are you serious?
I tell people it sounds corny, but if you take care of your printer, it'll take care of you financially. So it's
I mean, that's just simple, bro. You know what somebody told me? You take care of the things that you take care of things that take care of you, like the things that what you use to make your money. That is like number one. You know what I'm saying? That's
mm-hmm.
like my partner. He like I used to drive trucks. So like if something happened to the truck, we're not gonna eat steak and lobster this week. We're gonna eat beanie weenies this week until we
Mm-hmm.
get that truck back up and running. Now when that truck back and running, we back to eating steak and lobster again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now with and I was gonna chime on that. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I was saying. Like, I'm all for innovation. I see some brilliant people in the Facebook groups, man, like that bring ideas to me, and I'm like, man, it gets me thinking, what if you could do that? How would this work? How could this work, rather? And so, what ends up happening sometimes is that, like, you you see people that want to innovate, but for me, it's just, or to me rather, it's like they're being cheap. So it's like, why would I go and try to use Windex to clean my printer and just to save a few dollars versus getting actual like formulate like cleaning solution that was formulated by chemists to break
Mm-hmm.
ink down. Why would I spend $8,000 on this printer and then just try to skimp and use Windex or say, and no, like some of the stuff is kind of like backwards to me, but it's people can do whatever they want, but especially with that Windex whole thing, I can break it down like on why not to use Windex. But sometimes, again, that's why I wanted to make that channel too. So much misinformation out there, and at least, and I can be wrong too. And I tell people in my comments, like if I say something that's wrong, correct me. I'm not without scrutiny either, but I just don't want to see people pay all this money for these printers and then they destroy it. It's just
Exactly. Exactly. Because it happened because a lot, like I say, that's the most important thing. There's a lot of people that's out here for money, man, and they don't care nothing about these people. They just want to make some money, and it ain't right, man. And it just ain't right. Just once now, this next question I have, what all before we after we ring the bell, what all hold on, what all crowds do you do? But before we get on that, I want to give a shout out. Thank you, Mama Jimison. I appreciate you so much helping me pay that rent. But y'all know I had to put my shades on so I can look cool. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, Mama Jimison. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you so much, Mama Jimison. I really appreciate it. But hold on, before we even get into that, sir, man, you have to tell your boy. You guys to tell your boy, when are you going to start your first live?
Oh, thanks, Bessie. And she's the bright light, man. She posting all of our, when that first live we did, she's posting the links to the channel with light speed. Like I was like, whoa! I didn't even come on here like trying to post links and all that stuff, but just to know. So yeah, you're the bright light.
Hey
But
man, well, I have some of the greatest admins, bro. They all be on. Before you even have a chance to say it, I done had like 2, 3, boop, boop, you be like, boop, boop, boop. So like, I'm truly blessed. Like, oh, like the baby's booty. Oh, Miss Eve. Oh, listen. I love all my admins. Listen to me, baby's booty. Listen, JD's corner, make it with Maryland. Say, bro, these people do amazing work, amazing. And Maker with Maryland, we got to get Maker with Maryland do a live too. But yes, sir, we need to know why is it you haven't done a live? You got to think about it. 15 videos over probably about 1,300 subscribers. They can't wait for you to go live. Especially what I would do is I would make a short and let them know like, hey, we're gonna go live on a certain day at a certain time, and you'll be answering questions. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good idea. I think sometimes it just for me, like even when you were talking about some of the crafters who go live like every Friday, I was like, to be at that level of consistency is really what it is. I'm not saying I don't have that, but it takes this. You have to have the presence of mind to know, okay, this is that time. This time has been set aside for this. This is my time to go live and to interact. And so for me, half the time it's just I'm always busy, and that kind of gets in the way where it needs to be structured, especially as this thing is growing like every week, even more, it's just growing. And I feel like I can no longer operate in the space that I was when I was crafting out of the garage. See, it's like I'm having to constantly uh refine my just my processes for this stuff. So it's like I can't just operate where I just do shirts or I cut vinyl or whatever. I don't use vinyl anymore, but when I was using vinyl, I would spend this day on cutting everything, and then I might go and try to study up on some other stuff, real estate or whatever I'm trying to learn at the time. But my steps have to be calculative now, and I'm not quite at that spot of just saying, okay, Mondays is my day to do this. So I aspire to some of these people in the comments, just like looking at how well they've managed their time. So
Man.
I know a lot about printing, but that the time management, all of that, that's why it takes a community to say, hey Jay, you upload like once a week, man. What's going on? You need to, like you're telling me to go live, and you need people around you like that to kind of push you over, um, to take you to the next level. So yeah, I'll consider it, man.
Yeah, because it's about. I mean, I hate. I mean, it's about knowledge. Uh, and you're definitely giving out the knowledge, but it's also about money. You have to look at that as another revenue stream. You know, you have to look at that as another way
Mm-hmm.
of paying the bills because you know what I do. One thing I see a lot, bro, and a lot of people they just go on live when they working. You know, set it up when you're working, show people what you're doing. A lot of people just it takes you come over there, press it down. Somebody have a question, you answer it, and you just look at it as that is helping you get subscribers, helping you get my numbers picked up like 200%, 200% when I started going live. It'd be like, phew, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you answer a lot of questions, but there are still also a lot of questions that can be answered. You know what I'm saying? A lot more help. You know what I'm saying? Then, but the person, especially being right there, you will listen. You'll be amazed,
Yeah,
amazed.
that will probably definitely be a great benefit, because I have people that, which that's probably my fault again, poor at social media, so they're trying to get in touch with me, and the only thing they know is to like find elegant edits on uh, Facebook, which I probably have more pictures of shirts and stuff that I've done on my personal page, just because I'm just kind of telling family. I'm not even trying to get sales. I'm just like, hey, we printed these this week. So it's just like me communicating with them. But when it comes time to like a corporate business that gets a referral from me and they don't see content that's been posted, they're kind of just going off the person that referred them to me as me being the guy to print their stuff. Now, once I print the stuff, for the most part, they love it. And so that's kind of carried me. But that's I could be more reachable in that live. They can just ask me right there, or and I had a couple people ask me to just. You were one of them that I should just create a group and everything. But
Yeah.
I'm just not the sort of person to do. So it's I excel in certain areas and then I'm poor in certain other areas. So it's just
You
a,
know
a
my
matter of me learning too.
my faith. One thing I've learned the trick into a lot of these groups, even the Facebook group. And I say this enough. I just said it. You have to have really great admins. There's no way I could do this by myself. There's no way I can run my Facebook group by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm rarely ever in there, and so
Mm-hmm.
I have to depend. I really it's your Facebook group is. I mean, my Facebook group is kind of like a family. So like when you kind of have the same like-minded people there.
Mm-hmm.
So after you answer the question so many times, there are other people in the group who want to help that you've answered that question before that they go in and help. Hopefully, like I say, it's more of a family thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like I say, it's just not it's just not possible. Like I say,
Mm-hmm.
versus probably right now you doing everything just you. You know what I'm saying? But but when you get the other people in, you know what I'm saying, and you help them, they become knowledgeable. Hold on one second. How you doing? Just weekly, like JC Production. He was saying earlier. He was saying how he watched our videos and it helped him convert
Mm.
his 1,400 over. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
he spoke. Well, he definitely. I know, man. We talked a lot. You know what I'm saying? So now that he has the knowledge, when somebody in my group asks the question or on YouTube, he's right there, even if I'm not there. So that's where, like, when you like what you do with that good content, you know what I'm saying? It's based. I think it's kind of like the same thing. But one thing I know, with having that right there, bro, you have your brick and mortar. I know is extra busy. You know what I'm saying? I know you because you know those bills are tremendous. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not necessarily with what we've worked out, but yeah, yeah. If you don't have the foot traffic, and that's what helps us, is because there, like I said, there's a barber in the suite, so just on her clientele alone, she doesn't even have a sign outside that says barber. All of her stuff is word of mouth, but she's just so busy. I'm guaranteed that foot traffic too. Like, let's say, but see, all of this, this is a growing and evolving process to where now I have the foot traffic, but I can grow within this space and on YouTube and other avenues, and then I'll get my own shop at some point, a warehouse or something like that. Depending on, I'm working on a lot of stuff right now, but we're not even close to that level, yeah. But I can grow within this space and I get that foot traffic. Let's say I went out on faith and then I just jumped out and got a warehouse or something crazy like that. The bills would be tremendous. And not only that, there's no, I'm not guaranteed foot traffic. It's just a warehouse. And what do you do with it? Or it's not necessarily a storefront environment, and the location is key, like, do people, it's not just trying to find the building, it's the right building. Is it in the neighborhood? How much traffic does it get? Are there, like, high schoolers walking in and out of there where they might see a shirt on the wall that they'll just buy at $20? You have to, again, that has to be methodical too. Is it a storefront where someone has to U-turn if they miss it just to get back to it? They'll never come by. The chances are they're not going to turn around. So there's just so many different facets to getting into the brick and mortar space. But like I said, if you start with the quality and preparing yourself, that opportunity will come. For me,
And
it's
see,
took
that's the type.
11 years.
That stuff right there, bro. That's what a lot of people don't talk about. Everybody talk about brick and mortar, and they go find them something that's just like it's cheap. I got a good deal, but then once you look at it, because I remember Excellent Dreams, he was on here, he was talking about that, and he was saying, like, man, it was out in the middle of nowhere. I didn't know customers. He was like, everybody was like, I'm gonna wait till you get home, and I'm gonna slide by and come pick it up. So that's the type of stuff that, man, people just don't understand. Like my partner here who has a barbershop. Did I ever tell you where his shop is located? Right in front of Redbird Mall.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I'm saying? It don't get no better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they're building. They got the apartments over there too.
Now? No, not on that side. He's on the side, like he's on Camp Wisdom. Okay,
literally literally Redbird Mall.
Yeah, he's like, I will tell you exactly where he is. Right there on Camp Wisdom, right there, right across the street from that Golden Corral, by that by the Kentucky
it's in a lot.
Yeah.
Now it's a huge, yeah.
Yeah. So you already know, and that's what I'm saying. So he was so smart when he got this, you know what I'm saying, that he knew he's gonna get all the foot traffic because you got a Metro PCS, you got a Wingstop, you got all that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's what is that, Planet Fitness or something like that? There's a Whataburger over there. There's where the old Burlingtons used to be.
And they're rebuilding the mall. They're finna reopen the mall. Like they're redoing it. So this is like prime location. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so people need to know that when you oh, that's good. I like that. Ooh, my bad. I was just deposit hit. It was like, ooh. I'm sorry. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, oh man. But like people gotta understand like that foot traffic, because like somebody told me the foot traffic the extra foot traffic that you get when the people come by should make up for the extra bills that you have.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
And so a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Well, you got this extra rent. Well, your foot traffic should pay for that. That's the type of stuff that the people should know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all, man. It's so many different things, man. Like, and I guess we could try to turn this segment over into like, uh, it's psychology too. Not that you use it for good, but you have to understand. Like, you need shirts at different price points. Like at the shop, I have rhinestone shirts, like, or rhinestone templates, and then I have a bunch of plain shirts, different colors, different sizes. I have
Oh,
ones
them
the ladies
rhinestones.
fitted. Now I only have white and black in the ladies fitted, just because it's super expensive. Just, and then keeping up with the inventory, and then I've had people come in where they're probably would have spent $100 with me, but I didn't quite have all the sizes that I needed in those specific colors that they really wanted right then and there. So yeah, I wasn't prepared. Opportunity presented itself. I wasn't prepared. So I lost a couple of times, but you learn from it. So it may be you have that person that comes in and they're like, "Oh man, that's my favorite sports team," or "That's, can you do? I like those colors, and can you do this?" And you say, "Yeah, okay, it's going to be $35," and you kind of see that shift, that quick micro expression of the shift, kind of like you're like, or I could do the rhinestone template on a regular shirt, because I have what I call premium shirts, and those are varsity sleeves, blanks with the lace up V-neck for the ladies and stuff. Those cost me more, so yeah, they're $35. But that rhinestone template on a plain shirt or a ladies fitted shirt, that might be a $20 shirt, $25 shirt. So trying to meet people at those different levels. So a regular printed shirt on, like a regular DTF print on a shirt that's not custom, where it's already something that we've made, $20. So you could sell those all day. But again, it's that foot traffic, but it's a lot more than just the foot traffic too. It's so detailed. And then it's also like, how many t-shirts do I sacrifice to be my models? Like for the busts that hang up on the top of the shelves, when do I change those out if they're not moving?
Okay.
All of that has a price tag associated or tied to it, but it's the cost of doing business. So yeah, there's a lot of different factors. So for someone to not have like the clientele and just go out there, it's great to have that kind of courage. But I would say, if you're crafting from your home, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type mentality. Just spend that time just cultivating it, your craft. Uh, some of y'all are probably terrific at social media. So you use that, use your lean on your strengths until that opportunity presents itself, and then you can now tell your client base, that or clientele, "Hey, I'm in a shop now." And so that's what I've done. So like I said, the bodybuilder client, she comes into the shop now and she's like, "Man, like I was here from the start." And I'm
Yeah.
looking at her business like, I remember when you started, the training stuff. So when you find people to grow with and you get that repeated business, that's gonna propel you further than where you're crafting at. So don't let that discourage you.
So since you're not, like you said, you're not really big on the social media platforms, and I know a lot of us. That's how we, bread and meat. That's how we eat. You know what I'm saying? How do you advertise, or do you do a lot of word of mouth? Is the foot traffic enough? A lot of repeat customers? So explain, if you don't mind, helping us say how you do it, because I know, like I said, like me, if it wasn't for social media, I'd be out of, you know what I'm saying?
So with me, I don't do any. Well, that's a lie. I have one sign on, obviously, on the outside of on the window, like a window decal, with the logo and everything, and all of the services that we provide. But outside of that, like I said, I really just, and again, I'm a faith-based person, so I believe it's just favor. Like it's not anything that I could do on my own. Like it sounds real cheesy, but it's just kind of like I don't do any sort of marketing. Like I don't run any sort of specials or anything. Like there was an order I did today, and there was a, I think I charged $83 for 4 shirts, and but it was just that I have to do that. And now all of my, but and they were kind of simple shirt. I think I could fit it all on one DTF print, but the design side of it, I had to kind of work with that. So it's really weird. It's just the space that I operate in now, to where I know the social media would take me to the next level, but because I don't have the desire to do it, it doesn't necessarily mean that I won't do it. So all of my business that I get right now is just the foot traffic, word of mouth. Just it's just a blessing. I feel blessed with each day that I just have people that just walk through there and like, hey, we have a family reunion coming up, and we just get it done. Now I have seen an increase in my sales outside of the foot traffic, because I've had people just be referred, word of mouth. They don't know I'm at a shop. They just know that someone said, hey, I do t-shirts. So again, the quality is going to take you. Your consumables are so important. Where you get your powder, the time and the temperature of your curing, how soft you can get your prints, or how vibrant they are.
Yeah.
Or like we mentioned ICC profiles. Oh, someone asked a question about that too. So the ICC profile, I'm working on that now. I'm just trying to. I found 2 people uh, that have agreed to do the profile for me for the 7890. So I'm working out a few more kinks with the 7890, and then I want it to be affordable too, because this like the X-Rite software, this stuff's thousands of dollars. So I understand why they charge hundreds for these profiles, but I have a guy who's wanting to do them for $50. So that's
Gotta get in where you
incredible.
fit
But
in.
I have to be the guinea pig first. So let me make sure everything's good, it's sound, and I'll put it out there. But that's, again, man, I just want to put stuff out there that's affordable. I'm constantly working with people that I see that are like technically capable of just making their. I've seen a guy start making his own rip. I just have to get him to
Yeah.
focus on finishing it. And so when it's just we're trying to make everything affordable for people, basically. And again, I don't even profit from half of this stuff. I remember how it was when I didn't have a certain X amount of balance to do inventory on all these colors of shirts. I remember those times. So with that, that's that. Now, I do want to chime back on, cut myself off. Uh, where I fail at the social media space, it's not that I won't do it. I just am trying to prepare right now to be able to hire someone, a teenager preferably, that I trust, that also has a passion for printing. Because if I own a Jack in the Box and I have this guy at the window taking orders, and he's not fit for that role, he should really be on the grill, then it's like I'm failing as an owner or as a manager, I guess
Mm-hmm.
it would be at that. So it's like I want someone who wants to learn how to print first, because if he has the hunger for it, he'll take the job more seriously. Now I
Mm-hmm.
also have to do my part. I'm not going to have someone up at the shop helping me and I don't pay them what I believe that they're worth at that level of technical skill that they have in that moment, at that time. So we have to do our parts, but preferably a younger person where their strength is social media, and I can kind of hand the reins to them on that, and then that's how my business will be propelled. So even though I'm not the person for that, you have to kind of find the right people to become part of your organization, that want to be there, and then you take care of them. So I'm trying to learn. I'm doing YouTube University right now on company culture. I don't have a company yet, like corporate company, but I'm trying to prepare myself to learn about company culture, so that when someone presents an opportunity to me, it's success if I do my part. So
The best unit say, what all do you make besides shirts?
Man, I'm like a person who, if somebody just comes in the store like, hey, can you print on these towels? I just say yeah. And then I'm like, okay, well, is it going to be 100% poly and we cover the whole thing? We could do that. Oh, no, wait, I don't have a large enough press. So then I went and bought that press that you saw at the shop. It's a 31 by 39. So I'm not quite there yet. But what I do now are like keychains, sublimatable keychains and gym bags, socks, headbands, sports bras, underwear, like undergarments. I already mentioned the towels. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. But I don't do like the most I'll do with the tumbler. I can't believe y'all are doing this crazy stuff with these tumblers and stuff. But I'll just sublimate them, and I use like a pressure cooker. I don't even have like a true vacuum. So I have a shop, but I'm not fully equipped. And I'll be honest with y'all, man. So I just kind of just try to get the results done and make sure that the final product has quality. Print product labels as well. Some people wanted to learn. I remember in the last live I kind of mentioned that, and people are like, yeah, I want to learn how to make product labels. But again, when I do sit down and I can show everyone how to do it, the printer might cost you $200, something like that. But the way we're going to print these product labels, they'll be waterproof, vibrant. And so, yeah, so I just want to be able to show what I can do and what others can do in little pockets of time. But if I can do better time management, I can put all these videos and stuff out.
Yeah. And that is definitely that, and that's one thing I fight with, man. I'm telling you, that time is so important, man. I fight with that all day, every day. I'm the same way, man. I'm hoping and praying everything works out. Hopefully by the beginning of the year, I want to hire somebody just for my social media, just because just my social media is just so busy, and it's a good thing. It's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second, Elegant. I want to give a shout out to Liberty Graphics. For those who don't know, like I think I talked about it on the squad Tuesday for the first time. There are a couple of people who do know I am starting a you got to stay doing different stuff. I can't stay stagnant. So I am starting a new segment where I go to the crafters, go to the I want to call it, I think I'm going to call it the VIP. I have access to the crafters where I go into their crafts and we make something. And so we already have the first episode done. So I want to give a shout out to Liberty Graphics Design. We filmed yesterday. I can't wait. Was probably gonna drop one day next week. But yeah, man, we got to stay one step above the competition. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You can't be, if you're lacking, you're slacking. You know what I'm saying? So the big boy always bringing something new. You know what I'm saying, to the table. You know what I'm saying? And the first episode, we're probably going to make it maybe 2 parts, maybe 3 parts. Probably drop it next week. Maybe a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. But it's definitely dope. What my boy Juan got going on over there, it's amazing. It's amazing. So y'all look forward to it. Like I said, we're gonna probably start it maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, because it's we went in there, you showed everything, and like I say, showed us the process of making a shirt. So I think everybody's gonna like that. I think that's gonna be really cool. So y'all look for it for on Monday. We have a couple of people lined up too that we're gonna, I go full blast. I don't play. I'm from Dallas, so we don't play. We full blast, man. Yeah, I apologize, Elegant, man, but I see my boy. I had to shout him out. Appreciate him, man.
Bro, I am not bothered. We're here. I'm at home. I set this time aside. It's not like this robotic. Uh, I wait
and
my
we
turn.
appreciate, we appreciate you, man. Hopefully we can get
Yeah.
up in there and get you on the episode, man, because you got some nice, you know what I'm saying? You have to watch it. He has Liberty Graphics has the same press that you have, and I was pretty much over there molesting that thing, you know what I'm saying? So when I get around big toys, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how to act. I can't keep my hands. I think you seen it when I was over there. And when I get to see them big toys, I can't keep my hands to myself. I'll be like, ooh,
Hmm.
ooh,
I'm
look
waiting to use it
at.
too. I got to get the electrician over there, man. Like he has the big one. He has to hardwire it to the panel or whatever. So it's like, whoa,
I know you
wasn't
can't wait.
expecting that, and it costs too. I think
I
someone
know
put
it.
that in the
I know
comments.
it.
They were asking about the cost, man. It's like there's just things you can't foresee. Well, there's things you can foresee, but like I mentioned, the probably the biggest expense is just having everything in stock. Like it used to be, I would like have them either pay half up front or when I got burned, especially by family and some, how
Huh?
that goes sometimes. So where I'd have them pay everything up front, but it's like now it's like if a guy comes in and he sees some of the things on display, like shirts and socks and stuff like that, he's like, oh, I want to buy these socks. I have to have not only just the socks, but I have to have the crew socks, the streetwear socks, the socks with the black bottoms, or the all white socks, and we sublimate the whole thing. And it's so like the different sizes of those different ones I just mentioned. And that's just socks. And there's an
That's
inventory for
crazy,
that.
bro. That's a lot of
For
socks,
socks, just
bro.
socks.
That's a lot of socks.
And then it's like the t-shirt blanks. It's not just the t-shirt blanks. Like I use like some piece, like Texas, we for the most part we like a heavier weight shirt, even though it's hot. But you don't want a really thin shirt. So I have like the
Oh,
Hanes beefy tees for that. And then I have my Port and Company 450s or the 150s, depending on what I'm using. And so different colors of those
uh-huh.
blanks at different sizes. And as the ladies fit it, it's like $2,000-3,000, like just at any given time. Like if you just run out and you don't do the inventory, you have to like it's just granted we have that San Mar warehouse that's here in Irvin. And so I make probably 2 trips, at least 2 or 3 trips back and forth to San Mar. But if San
Ooh.
Mar wasn't here, I don't even know how I could make it, just with the inventory. So there's just a lot of stuff that I didn't really plan for. But when someone's in the store ready to make a purchase, even if they're going to pre-order something, just having all this stuff in stock, they know you're not going anywhere. They'll prepay, but you can't have someone prepay and make them wait 2-3 weeks for an order. So,
Huh.
and I'm the only one doing this stuff, so it's different. And like I said, there's the occasional tap on. I'm because I do my designs and stuff like that too. I build websites. I do all this stuff. So it's like I'll be working on something while I'm waiting for the print to finish. Especially the L1800 because it's a little slower. So like I got extra
Ah,
time.
granny,
I got
granny.
extra time on my hands, and so you get that tap on the shoulder. Hey, Jay, is my stuff ready? Oh, I did tell you Thursday. Today's Thursday. Okay, I'll take care of you. Don't so it's a different arena that you can't really prepare for. You just jump in there, apologize when things don't go well, and then make it right. So
Yes, man. Um, man, man, I always wanted to get a brick and mortar. But I never had the just big clientele. I think I just, I always thought about it. I thought I would get into like the blanks. And I'm thinking maybe, like when the DTF take off, I would try to get me a, you know what I'm saying, a little store, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
Um, Now, hold on, let me see. Let me see where we at. Hold on. Let's say, now you started with the vinyl and you do the sublimation, and now you do the DTF. If you was to go to like a DIY superstore, where would you spend most of your time?
What was that? One more time.
Say you had a DIY superstore.
Okay.
Had everything in there, anything and everything. Where would you spend most of your time?
In 2022, um, hmm, I would say vinyl to start.
Right.
If you're saying if I were to like go back and start over like fresh.
No. Say you went to a DIY store
Mm-hmm.
right now. If you went to a DIY and they had all things DIY, where would you spend your time in that store? Like DTF section, the wood burning section. You know what I mean?
I would probably do especially just right now with the holidays coming up. I would definitely spend my time in the larger format sublimation area, like blankets, all white polyester plush blankets, and you can run it on the big 44-inch sublimation printer.
So I was like, what
smash
what type
smash
of printer?
one
What type
side,
of
smash the other
sublimation printer
side.
do you have?
$80. Huh?
What type of sublimation printer do you have?
I have the converted Epson, like just the hobby converted printers, but my colors and it's so funny that like in the sublimation groups, I would post occasionally just an order, like because it would be like one of the trading. And I'll tell you about how I do the large format. Even though that printer isn't running, I've still had someone run my prints, but that's a whole
Oh,
nother
okay, that's right.
conversation.
I know.
But I had to do that, and this is a good topic to touch on. So, in the sublimation forums or groups or whatever, I would occasionally post my prints, and they're like, "Whoa, like what printer do you have?" Like, and again, I'm not someone who just posts me like in my shop or anything like that. Oh, that's my auntie, Julie Smith.
So I was like, I hope
She
she wasn't talking
raised
about
me.
me. I'm like, I ain't never seen this woman before a day in my life.
We had to take a pause. That's my aunt.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with this saying. I'm glad you cleared it up because baby in the background like, who is that? Who is that?
No, that's my auntie. Auntie T.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. There we go. That's who?
We were my aunt. She's my auntie.
Oh, hey, auntie, how you doing?
Yeah, she raised me.
Oh, okay,
yeah, so
I know where I need to come get me some sweet hot water cornbread and some poke beans and some pork chops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think with the what were we talking about? I lost my whole train of thought.
Well, auntie come up, boy, we just lost all type of track, all type of track. Oh, you were saying that you would be really I was asking you no, I was asking you say if we was at the DIY store, you would be at the large format printing side.
Yeah. Oh, I was talking about, okay, so they would see my prints and they're, oh, what printer do you have? Thinking it's Sawgrass or all this other stuff. And so I'm like, no, Epson 70 or 70, 90. What is that? 20. Dang, it's been so long since I did the sublimation, the low format. It's a workforce. 78, no, dang, I can't remember. 1280 or something like that. It's been so long, but it's a converted Epson 13x19.
Oh,
that's what I run the socks and stuff like that on. But I'm just kind of getting away from that because it's the time. So when you're in the brick and mortar retail space, what I'm learning is that. So I'll rewind the clock. So when I first started, I saw that a lot of people were just middlemen. So they were just kind of like, they weren't really doing the design, but they told you they did graphic design. And then they go and pay this guy, and then he sends the proof, and then you do that and you mark it up. I didn't want to be that guy. That's why the name of my business is Elegant Edits. I started editing. How I started, I've glossed over that whole part. So uh, I would edit people's headshots and stuff for like senior pictures and stuff like that. And I got into photography a little bit, but I had it to where certain photographers they made their money doing photography, so I would be editing their stuff um, along the side in Photoshop, and that's before like Lightroom became like really popular or whatever. Uh, but uh, that's why it was elegant edits. And so that's what my DBA was, and that's how my business is structured and set up. So I just obviously kept the name. But I didn't want to be the middleman. If I told you, again, leading with integrity, if I say I'm doing the website, I'm building your website, whether that's learning how to code way back when it was Dreamweaver, before all of the Wix and stuff that we use now. Um, that's what I used to do. So now
All right.
that I'm in the retail space, I'm having
You
to
too.
grow and learn that the fact that I know how to print and I can do all these things, that's enough for me. So now I have to either delegate some of that stuff out, or I'm forced to become the middleman because I just don't have the time to be the designer, the web designer, the inventory guy, the customer service guy, uh, the maintenance, the Epson technician when something
Uh,
goes wrong. So it's just you can't wear all of those hats forever. And so the fact that I know how to design, I can send the work to a designer, and they may be a better designer than I am. I can admit that. But again, quality, focus on the quality. I don't care how we get that quality, as long as it's ethically and everything's done right. So the reason why I outsourced the large format sublimation is because I got into DTF. I
yeah.
love DTF. That's my preferred printing method now. It's just you don't. It has zero limitations other than hard goods. So if you want hard goods, you need a DTF. You need a DTF UV printer, or just a UV printer. It doesn't have to be
What do you mean
DTF.
hard good as far as?
Like the tumblers and stuff like that. For you to do a tumbler, the best way, if I'm being honest, it's going to be on a UV printer. So it's a printer that uses UV inks, and then it has a rotary. It's called a rotary attachment, where you have two bars that spin, I guess, um, in succession on against each other, and then
Uh-huh.
that causes the tumbler to roll as the printer is actually printing over the whole tumbler. But it's UV resistant, so it won't fade, it won't scratch or anything like that, and it comes out dry. There's no curing of any sort, but you're looking at $15,000, $70,000 there. Yeah, depending on the size you get. So beyond that, uh, DTF has no limitations for t-shirts and garments. It's just so for me to stop and even pay uh, for this printer, when the lady just walked in the shop, she's like, "Hey, you have that press?" I don't have a press that big, but I have the 44-inch Epson. What it's like the $15,000 one, whichever one. It's dedicated sublimation. There is no conversion. Epson makes the sublimation inks for that printer, and they're cheaper than some of the inks that you can get. Which I know it sounds backwards for Epson, but their sublimation inks are cheaper per pound for pound or volume, milliliter for milliliter than any type of conversion that you can do. But again, that printer's like $15,000. So she said, I just wanted to buy the best sublimation printer out there because I didn't want to convert one and then buy 10 over the next 5 years. I wanted this. So I said, hey, uh, if I send you some files, can you run some prints? But just because I wanted to see the quality. So once I saw that she could provide the perfect quality, since it's Epson's inks, their ICC, their papers, so there's no reason for me to do sublimation, my own prints anymore. I just finalize the proofs and everything, and then send it to her, and she prints it on these big 24 by 40-inch sheets, and that's what I'm going to use when it's time to do my large format blankets and stuff that I was telling you about. So comforters, basically. So probably press it 4 times, but That's easily $85 to $100 versus that. And now I don't have to run the prints. I just prepare the artwork, or maybe one day I won't even be the one preparing the artwork. I just press
Yes.
$100. So it's like it's valuing your time and finding out where to put your time, because with me doing this and becoming the middleman on some stuff, I can make more videos. My time can be spent
Other
teaching.
places.
Yeah, right. So that's what I'm personally dealing with.
Generating
Trying to
revenue.
step into that.
You spend your time generating revenue.
See, but I'm used to, right. I'm just used to doing everything myself. And so it's kind of hard to relinquish that. I guess it's really control, honestly. So it's like relinquishing that control to someone else and putting my business in someone else's hands. It's not so sinister as it sounds, so long as they have quality products. Like I'm buying your inks because it's quality. I don't have to learn how to make ink. I just have to find the best ink to order. So
I feel
yeah.
like the best thing you can do, you can give a worker is product knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They must have the. So it's horrible when someone comes in and they can't explain to you what is going on. You know what I mean? Like how is this gonna be made? Is it sublimation? Is this vinyl? Is it DTF? Is it DTG? What is the difference? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure you provide different things, and they need to be able to. There's so many that go in there. I don't know. I don't know. He's just do it. You know what I'm saying? So that literally. And I see a lot of people like, I don't care if you leave and all that. So I think that we were saying that earlier about the customer service is just not what it used to be. So one more segment. We got to take one more commercial break. Just want to give a shout out to Liberty Designs. Y'all check out Liberty Designs. Go over and hit that subscribe button. He goes live every Tuesday. So check him out every Tuesday. And I want to give a shout out to Our Children Matter. Thank you, Mama Jimma, saying so much. And y'all already know I like to ring that bell with these shades, so it just make me feel cool. You know what I'm saying? It just make me feel cool. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Because you know what I'm saying. I appreciate all the people that's here with us, man. All the love, the donations, the coming in and watching, man. Because you already know, without them, there would be no us. You know what I'm saying? So let me see where we at. Hold on. Let me see. If you could change one thing in your life, that would allow you to be more productive, what would it be?
Man, I could give a blanketed statement like time management, but most specifically, the time I spend on trying to solve my own problems. Like, because let's say I have an order, I have 2 printers, but it takes the longest time for me to make that switch of like, just use the other printer to get the order finished and then work on that later. So I lose a lot of time with certain things that, or it might be a design. I'll spend 40 minutes looking at fonts and I got an order to print, but I told her, or him, Friday, that's going to be my turnaround time for this logo. And so that's the exact reason why I don't draw anymore. I don't paint stuff anymore, because I have developed this mentality of I have to sit there until it's finished. So I guess it's good to commit to certain things, but not always. Like, it's committing to the right things in that time. But yeah, if I could just focus on, okay, let's put a pin in this right now, and then we'll come back to this later. Let's get down to business and get the stuff out of here. So yeah, really time management, but that's primarily trying to fix problems.
I need to sit down tomorrow and do this. One thing I tell people, there's a lot of grants and a lot of loans for business owners that they can get. You know, sometimes I be so busy trying to chase some money when you need to make sure when there's an opportunity to grab. You want to make the money that you make every day, but let's not forget about the big money with you can just fill out with paperwork. That like there's a lot of government funding that you can get that's you don't have to repay as long as you do your paperwork, and that's I tell people, like, I need to stop for 30, 45 minutes and fill this paperwork out and get on the phone, ask somebody to help me, because there is a lot of money out there if you have done everything the right way and filed the taxes and stuff like that. I can't say that enough because I get them. That's awesome that you partnered up with a person that has a barbershop. But have you ever thought about jumping in, being at a mall, at a kiosk there for the traffic 100 people? Well, what I sell, my friend, I don't, like I say, I am in marketing. My product is already together. I do craft. I said this on the squad. I do craft. I can craft, but I craft pretty much strictly for like YouTube to show the people what you can and can't do with DTF and other things too. But I am more of a sales. I have that's why, like I said, I sent my product to like a Mr. Elegant Edit, so he could let the world know that I have a really, really great product. So my job is in advertising. And like I say, I do craft. You see the videos, but I am more of in advertising.
Yeah.
So, Baby John Services, how you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for hitting that like button. DTC Queen. We're gonna holler at a few people right quick. Appreciate them coming in. Our children matter. Thank you so much. Thank you. Our children matter. Mama Jimerson. She is just too much. I love her, and she got me some homemade sausage on the way. I can't wait to get them. Throw them bad boys on the grill. It's gonna be good. GGWG, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, GG. I appreciate you coming in here rocking with your boy. What are some of the unexpected costs that jumped up that you totally overlooked moving into the shop?
Yeah, that's what I was answering earlier because I saw it actually in the comments, and that's what I was saying. Like, just you just know that you want shirts in stock, but you don't realize that, like, okay, like I was mentioning the different brands and the colors in that brand, and then the sizes of the colors in that brand.
Yeah.
You're adding it up, and you're like, okay, that's like $1,000. I don't really have that right now. let some other stuff post first. It's like, but if you don't have those colors and those styles, it's like when you get the wave of people that come here and there and you don't have it, that's a missed opportunity. And I'm gonna use the shirts anyway, whether it's for an order. Like, shirts don't have a shelf life, so it's like I know I'm gonna use them at some point. So, but it's just those are things that you don't realize that can kind of rack up the cost. And then there's other unforeseen things like well, that's a whole nother story. But like the AC goes out in the building and you have a slumber for it, then
I remember that.
it might be a while for them to get to you to get the AC repaired, and it might mean that you have to repair it yourself because it's still, you don't want people coming into the shop saying it's hot or like they're uncomfortable. So there are things that it's just you have to roll with it. But what I would say is that you have those same issues in your home. Hot water heater might burst and you have to you pay to get that replaced, or you have to pay for the plumber to come out. So all of these are kind of unforeseen costs that you're going to have, no matter where you are, whether you craft from home. A tree could fall down, on a windy day and knock your power out. And how are you going to print your stuff?
It's almost like kind of having a house.
Yeah,
it's like you never know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But whatever happened, guess who's responsible for it?
Yeah, because you can when these uh, unfortunate things happen, you might have insurance, you might have all this stuff, but it's still a process to get. You know,
Yeah.
you might have the reserves for to get the AC guy out there, but you as a tenant, that's not really your job. It's really the landlord's job. You know, but if they don't do their job, are you really gonna lose business that's coming through the door because your shop is hot? You know, so there's just like um, not nuances, but there's just different facets to being in any space.
Yeah.
And you just have to be prepared. Again, like I keep talking about this, like community. Like, so if that, let's say that happened to me, I could call Big Boy up, and I'm pretty sure he would just be like, "Oh, well, send it to me," and or you know, I can move over some space, move some stuff around, and let's just get it knocked out. So
I
it's
got
the
hey,
networking.
the big boy don't do nothing anyway. I don't do no transfers anyway, so I just hit that button. Bing, you know what I'm saying?
But
Say we
that's
got
it's networking, so that when these things that we weren't meant to go at it alone. That's why I tell people, hey, I may not know everything. Just send me what's happening with the printer. I can at least try. But see, if you
exactly.
don't have those connections, like you'll just be kind of frantically wondering what you're gonna do when those things happen. So when you build that community and you know you can count on people, they can count on you. That's the best way to you know, getting past those hurdles when they come up.
Exactly. Don't you worry, Miss E. We're not gonna leave you out. I am not going nowhere during the winter time. We're gonna stay in Texas. We might go to California, but next summer I'm hitting Florida. I'm hitting
Mm.
Tennessee with Flawless. I'm hitting North Carolina. The baby is booted. Then I'm gonna go up to Detroit. We got 755 in Tree Arts. We got so many people. So this whole summer, I hope we get this DTF running. So because I'm probably gonna be the whole summer just just like going, trying to get content. That's the whole purpose of me. Like I say, the beginning of the year, I want to get somebody trained. I'm gonna train them how to do the orders. I'm gonna train them how to convert the printers, to ship them. So because this YouTube thing right here, it's not going nowhere. I'm gonna do it. I do it because I love it and I want to see. I care less about the money. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get it though, but I care less about the money. Even if I have to take a even if I have to take a trucking job, y'all, to pay for me to go to all these places because that's what I can do. I can get a trucking job and I can truck to all these places. So it's a done deal. Like I said, we already started the first episode. The episode is already in the book, so we just got to
Okay.
keep it pushing. We don't quit. We don't give up, and we can do the show anywhere as long as we have internet. So it's a done deal. I like to. I mean, when I come in the game, man, I don't play. Well, I come in the game like LeBron and just, you know what I'm saying? Try my best. You know what I'm saying? Let's see where we at. I already know. I don't want to keep you too long, man. I know you got work tomorrow. It's starting to get
Oh,
late.
yeah.
I just have a couple of more questions for you.
Okay.
Now, hold on one second. Hold on one second, because I gotta get, I got sponsors, so I gotta make sure I do my hold on. Oh, it must have rolled. Hold on. It must have rolled up under the couch. I gotta do my sponsorship 1 second. See where I'm. Oh. Oh well, we're gonna have to find. We're gonna have to find it in a second. But it must have failed. I'm gonna have to find it after we get through. After we get through with the show. Boy, man, those allergies be killing me in Texas, man. My eyes been red the
Mm.
whole time. I'm like, good lord, you know what I'm saying?
I've never had issues with my allergies, so that's a good thing, I guess. Man.
Man, I bet they over there like, boy, big boy look like he hiding Cooter Brown. I'm like, man, y'all, my eyes been red the whole time, y'all. And then this one here, no, this one over here, this one over here look like it's sleep. You know what I'm saying? So, Oh, this is a good question right here, sir. So, well, you already answered. See, man, you go in so much detail that, man, you've answered some of these questions. Let me see. Oh my, okay. I got a good one for you.
All right.
If you could work with anybody, and then slash, if you could work with any company, who would it be?
I don't know. I think it's gonna sound, but it's gonna be out of you and Joss. Maybe
Okay.
DTF Pro, DTG Pro, DTF Pro. Uh,
Josh, ain't that DTF Kingdom?
yeah, Kingdom DTF. Yeah,
Josh is DTF Kingdom.
yeah. He
So
was
hold
the
on, for
first
people,
person
hold
to
on.
answer my questions.
Hold on. So for people, hold on. Because I don't want people to think, hold up, you know everybody in the DTF world. Josh, I mean, you call them by first name, DTF Kingdom,
Yeah,
DTF pretty much super. So you know them all.
we're all just
They
people,
hot.
man. It's
When it comes to DTF and these bigger, they know Elegant. They know Mr. Edits for real.
yeah. It's. I'm not a fan of like hype, like overhyped. When I see stuff's like too hype, I run. But at the same time, we're all just people, man. Like so, like I've gotten calls from. It's hard to not call out the bad companies, but I've gotten calls from people like that literally sat on the phone with me for 2 hours trying to convince me to not show people how to convert the Epson 7890. They just didn't want. I guess I don't know why I can't really speak for them, but I'm assuming they just didn't want people to try. They rather sell you the printer for $8,000, $10,000. So I'm not saying the printers aren't worth that because the ones that are up there, they're working pretty phenomenally, you know. But at the same time, um, they're just people, man. Like we're all just people. So I don't want to make it too, you know, especially like too to saying too altruistic of myself. But for me, I can get on the phone with these people and just ask questions because a lot of people are paying these hard-earned dollars, and I just have to know if I'm going to endorse a product or whatever. Can I get it first? I'll pay for it, but I'm just saying like, can I get it first and see if I want to put my name on this stuff? So it's like,
I'm sorry, I'm saying DTF ink is not cheap. DTF ink
no,
is not cheap. DTF ink, like if you pay for some DTF ink, you know, you're gonna spend maybe if you can get the little bottles, you're still gonna spend close to $200, and you're looking at a couple of $100 on software. So, you know, before the printer and all that, you're looking at a couple thousand, and that's why it's so important that you do your research, you do your homework, because you spend a couple $1,000s and you get the wrong stuff and trying to be cheap and put that stuff up there. You got clogged heads, and you ain't even had an opportunity to get your money back yet.
right.
It's
And
very,
then
very, very important.
like the lines on these printers, like the 7890, like if there's like me, I'm having an issue with the yellow cartridge, but I know how to fix it. So it's just, but for me to do that and sacrifice one of my white channels, probably tomorrow I'm gonna try it. But to do that, you're gonna waste so much, and like the lines are just so long. Like this, probably 5, 6 feet of just, or no, probably 8 feet of just tubing that runs along the inside of the printer. And when you push the ink through that lines, then you have to push cleaning solution through it. Then when I switch the inks around, I gotta push the cleaning solution out with more inks. So we were talking about, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. You'd be
Yep.
at on filling 2 cartridges, that's about a liter of ink for two, and that's not even the high capacity like the 700 milliliters. So uh, I would not recommend someone just as their first DTF experience just buying these 24-inch printers. I'm not saying you can't make it work or anything like that, but if you have the budget for it and just know if something goes wrong, a set of these cartridges is $250. You're no longer dealing. Yeah, yeah. And you
Oh yeah,
need
when you get
two.
that large format printer, and I know the baby booty, she can attest to it too, because she has a 7880. Man, those things,
Mm,
ooh, you talking now.
yeah.
Now I can't say I know in mine the ink does last, it does last,
Oh
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But man, you gonna spend a pretty penny getting them things where you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying you need to be. Hold on, I did want to holler at the baby's booty. What is the Get challenge? You have something about the challenge? I definitely get it together. I think you have a planner, so you're gonna have to get with the baby's booty. You can help. Girl, you should have already had. Bless my game told me about that. God, leave. How did you? Man, I'm so
Like a
baby's booty.
planner,
Girl,
planner?
hollering. Huh?
Like a planner?
I think so. I think so. She was saying something about it. The GIT. You know what I'm saying? Get it together. Planner.
Ah, I need that planner apparently
Yeah,
because
you
I
know
don't
what I'm
have
saying?
good
I'm
time
saying the
management skills.
same thing.
I'll
So
be
we're going to have,
reaching out.
we're going to do, we have to bring baby's booty on Saturday. Let,
Oh yeah,
let her do a segment, GIT. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
So,
check it out.
we're gonna definitely check it out. Let her come in and explain this so we all need to be educated. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby's booty, keeping it to herself, boy. I'm gonna have to give her a call tomorrow. Have a stern talking to her. Let me watch it, y'all. 'Cause baby booty don't be playing, y'all. So let me stop right now before I get beat up. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. Make sure I ain't forgot nothing. I know it's been right about 2 hours. Everybody has to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah,
Ba, 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 ba,
but I'm
ba, ba,
here.
ba, ba. I'm sorry.
I said I'm here. It's on. I'm willing.
Perfect, perfect. No problem. So, uh, let me see. Okay. I think we almost got everything. You already said your preferred way of making shirts was DTF.
Hmm.
Uh, what software do you use when you design? What software
I
do you
use
prefer?
Illustrator.
Okay.
Like the rasterization stuff, I use an action pack that was like put together for halftoning. Not rasterization, but technical halftoning is what it's called. People say rasterization, but I use Photoshop for that. But I learned in Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, so that's the only reason why I use it. So, but yeah, that's the only software that I use. I'm comfortable with it. But I know people use like GIMP and stuff like that. Some freeware. Uh,
Hold on. I think that's Tapper that has the planner. Yeah, we're gonna look for. I think Tapper got it. Whoever has the planner,
oh,
we're gonna find out who it is that got that planner, and we gonna get that planner, see what's going on. Oh Lord, they trying to crank it up again. Hey, no you. So, oh man, I can't wait to drop this, man. I can't wait to drop this video. I'm sorry, man. So before we get to this, what can hold on, Judah Smith, come and get some of this good Oak Cliff cooking. You're welcome at any time. Girl, hold up now. You better
we
stop
gotta
playing.
have
You
you
know I'm
over.
from Beckley, Illinois now. I'm from right off 35. I'm from Oak Cliff. That's my hood. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me get started with it, girl. Don't be tipped. Look, her. Bro, Ellie, you better tell I'm a big old boy. When I sit down, I ain't going nowhere for a while. So you got to make sure you got enough to feed your boy. You hear me? And then I'm going to need some groceries to take home, too. You know what I'm saying? Get that old go plate together. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure we leave a nice tip, too. I promise. I'm telling you, you're going to be very happy. So, so what can I already asked you what can we look forward to seeing next, my friend?
Man, uh, again, I would never overhype anything, and I can't let it out yet. I really want to be monetized, like officially, before I let it out. But I have done something. I'm still trying to perfect it, but I've done something with DTF that no one's done. Like, or if someone's done it, they don't have a channel or something. But man, I'm telling, when I show y'all this stuff, it's gonna change. It's gonna change the game. And
I'm gonna
I
give
don't
you. I'm gonna get.
overhype anything, but I'm still working on it. But that I have this tool that I think he did like $10 off for the code, but it's just what's called an action. So if you have Photoshop, I think he has it for Infinity Designer and a couple other platforms. But if you know about half toning your artwork to make your DTF print soft, it's like putting the little holes
Oh,
kind of like a comic.
I know what
But
you
yeah,
talking about. I know what
but
you
see,
talking about.
when I do that video, I'm gonna take people through the history of it. So I'm gonna talk about Ben Day, the guy his father actually started that in the printing space of adding little um, dots in artwork, and you can create shadows out of that and use less ink. So that's where that all started. So I feel like when people create something, you can't let their name get forgotten. So that video is going to be pretty detailed, so I could explain to people what they're doing. It's not called rasterization; it's actually called half toning. So that tool, I think it's like by the time you do the $10 off, I think it's like a $20 tool, and you go to Photoshop and you hit play in these different areas, and it's gonna rasterize your stuff just automatically. So that's what, again, I'm just looking for the most value for the quality price. And there's a couple other things I have in store, like the ICC profile. So I have to explain what they are. A lot of people probably heard it in the groups and stuff. So I want to let them know, like, this is what this is actually called. This is how you do it, and if you want to do this, it's only going to cost this. So,
Man, I'm excited about that because the first time I heard about it was this gentleman. He did a video of my inks, and he did a live with me, and he was like, man, I couldn't do the half tone, and he couldn't do what you were saying with the inks that he had with his DTG machine. And now that he has my inks, he can do that. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, sir, but great. Sounds good.
I don't know either, but I'm guessing, if I had to guess, because we go back to when I said your inks, like the white, it sets really, really well on the film. And so I'm assuming that when that white, if it runs just a little bit, you might add what we call choke. You know, that's where the white you make it to where the white doesn't peek outside of the edges of the design. He was probably trying to choke the design, but even the choke wasn't enough to keep the white from spilling over into the fine dots. But because your ink absorbs really well into the film, it locks it into place, and you can still see the holes. At least that's the only reason I could think of where it wouldn't work, is because when you go to press it, it's going to spread. When you go to cure it, it's you're going to get adhesive that gets in between and binds to that white ink that spilled over. So then you have a lot of adhesive dots inside of the image. So but yeah, man, but see, I'm in it for the craft. I have, outside of printing, I'm a person, I have to understand how things work before I even start it. Sometimes that kind of it sets me back a little bit because I overthink it, but when I get it right, I do well at it, because I have to know, why is this doing that, and how do I not get those results again.
Exactly.
So,
Honestly, hey, you guys sound like a perfectionist. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to Strength from Within. How you doing, Wanda Morris? Well, we got a few seconds. I want to give a shout out to Late Night Crafting with Stacy. The work that she has been doing lately for all the crafters has just been amazing. I appreciate you, man. The videos that she has been doing, man, you got to check it out. The videos that she's been doing on these crafters has been amazing. Just giving people their gems for all the hard work, and even you, Elegant, man, you brought. You don't understand, like, man, you bring a lot to the table. There's a lot of people who was looking and wanting, and you know what I'm saying. You brought a lot to it. You know what I'm saying. Uh, you know, especially on the DTF, especially as you know, because when I was watching, I was like, yeah, right here. This man, nobody talking about, because there's so many people out there
appreciate
that
it.
just you know, just putting all type of crazy stuff out there. And you were one of the first, so, you know, we definitely want to give you your roses. Your old video is going to live on in time forever. Okay,
Man,
hold on one
I
second. Through
appreciate
all the
that.
ups and downs, what have been the biggest blessings that come with moving to the shop?
Man, it's meeting people from all different, like, whatever demographics, like, or like backgrounds or whatever. So it's like just hearing people that when they, and it's like, I don't know, even me explaining it, I don't want to make it seem like, oh man, you know, I don't want to lay it on too thick, but having people consistently tell me, not on a weekly basis, maybe on a monthly basis, but they're like, man, I've had this vision for my t-shirt line or for my business, and I was trying to, you know, I was praying to find somebody that did design and that could do my website and that could print my shirts and that it was going to wash good and all these things, and you do all of those things. So to
Mm-hmm.
see that people are like, man, I feel like I was supposed to meet you, or like I feel like this was like a divine appointment, and I'm just me. You know, it's just like, hey, you happen to walk in, and I
Yeah.
happen to know how to do this stuff.
I'm like,
But
I'm
that's
like,
probably
bro,
the
it's just
greatest
me.
blessing is the people, man. The community, like meeting people like you and Joss and different people that have integrity. That's
Yes.
been the biggest blessing in the DTF side, but at the shop, it's got to be the people that I come in contact with. They're not all great people, but for the most part, people that come through there. No, you get some woolly boogers that come through there that try to
Man.
dictate, you know, what your pricing is, and I could tell they're just trying to, kind of scope you out. But I'm from Oak Cliff too, so I know how to deal with
Yeah.
stuff like that. But at the same time, man, I just deal with love, and I lead with love, and just trying to get to understand people that come through, because especially on so probably the biggest blessing is when people come in. I'm trying to see, like the memorial shirt. So someone, their relative, they just passed away. So they're coming to me to do shirts. So I could look at it from a business owner's like perspective of it just being a job and okay, we'll get it done. Or I could have that human element to it and let them know, hey, the shirts are going to be $15 or whatever, depending on I think sublimation, I do $15 or something like that. So I'll tell them what the price is going to be on the shirts at whatever quantity they order. But they're like, oh, well, what about the design? I always do those designs for free. They're usually simple.
Oh.
It's a picture, and I have in my I've been doing this so long that I could say, okay, it's going to be one of 6 of these different fonts, like script fonts that they're going to like. And then but you should just see their face, man, when they're like, oh, like the design is free. Yeah. And when they get the shirts, half of the time they'll tell me like, oh, we're just gonna wear them this weekend, we're just wearing it to the wake or whatever. And then they come back 2 or 3 weeks later and they tell me like, man, we've been wearing the mess out of those shirts. Like, I didn't think, but everybody can't stop wearing them shirts and they look the same. Then I get the repeat business, but I didn't do it for that. But that's the biggest blessing, to just see where it's not just a shirt. Like this shirt means something to somebody, or when you print a keychain with somebody's face on it, that means something to them. So that's been the biggest blessing, is the jobs that I've gotten and how it makes people feel when they get it. So
Man, appreciate you. Yeah, because I know a lot of times, a lot of people are emotional right there at that time, man. There's a lot of people that will take advantage of the family. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to know
hmm
there's people out there that care about the family and they don't care about the money. You know what I'm saying? They want to make sure that the people get a good product because, like I say, funerals are expensive. We just had 2 in our family, and it's,
mm.
you know what I mean? Um,
My condolences, man.
appreciate you, man. Give a shout out to Mike T, man. Mike T and the squad, man. Y'all go over there. Squad podcast, excuse me. Squad podcast creatives. They do a live every Friday. They got the big homie Anthony Alexander. For those who don't know, we went to the Cowboy game together. They beat the living brakes off of us. So y'all go over there.
I saw you in that jersey.
Huh?
I saw you in that Broncos jersey.
Say, man, you know how we do, bro. You know, you from the D. You know what I'm saying? You know you got to be a stand-up guy, man. You know how we get down, man. You know what I'm saying? We walk it, we talk it, you know, and I walk it. So, you know, I talked it, so I had to walk it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw you squoze into that jersey.
Oh, man, I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I was hurt, man. I was hurt. But yeah, they gonna have the squad gonna have Anthony Alexander tomorrow on. I want to say 9:00 Central. Please go check them out. Squad podcast creators, man. Let's build it. Let's build it up, man. We need to get them to their 1,000 subscribers. I know they're gonna have plenty watch hours, man. That way we can ring that bell. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ring. So yeah, oh man, we're gonna have to do everything we can do, man. Gotta holler at the baby. See, I can't give out the bell, that's from the baby's booty. But if you do want to get a bell to ring the bell, man, you holler at the baby's booty. Join her group, join her Facebook group, and she will send you a bell. It will be personally it will be personally signed with your number on it, from the baby's booty herself. So make sure you go to her. She goes live every Sunday at 8:00 Central Standard Time, and join the group, and she will send you out a bell. And y'all already know, say when it drops, y'all know we got to be ringing your bell, and make sure you got, you know what I'm saying, something to work out, bottled water. So you cannot have, when you ring that bell, you know it. Look, he over there, listen. Weak wrist syndrome is a thing. We cannot have it. No weak wrist syndrome. So, and then while y'all over there, please go on over there, holler at Mike T and the big homie Sick Paris. 12 going to Pearl. Go to their channels, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much, Mike T, for joining. Oh, and I was on there. I was on Squad Podcast Creators on Tuesday. They had the big boy on there. You know how I do when I show up, I show out. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go over there and holler, you know what I'm saying? Holler at the big homie Mike T, 12 Going to Pro, Squad Podcast Creators. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, don't forget about my girl, Light Night Crafter Stacy. Because those videos she's doing are amazing. I'm going to have to start making her do my videos, man. She got some tributes going out. It's nothing but love, bro. It is so much love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, tell us, man, what? Oh, well, you already told us that. Let's get through some of these comments. Well, while we're going through these comments, is there anything that you would like to let the people know? Maybe when you'll be going live?
Give me at least a couple weeks, man, at least. But yeah, I do like the space once I'm in there. It's kind of like going places for me. Like once you get me actually out in the space, I have a great time, but it's just the getting me there. So it's like once I go live, I know I love it, and I'll be more consistent with it as well. But yeah, if anything, I've talked for long enough, man, but I feel like I just appreciate everybody who took the time to tune in, even if it was 5 seconds. We really appreciate it. I'll go through like I did last time, and I'll subscribe to every single person in the comments, and because it's about that community, man. So I appreciate you tuning in to me. I know I'm monotone. I can rabbit trail a lot, but I'm here, so I appreciate it.
Hey, man, we got to get you one of these bells too, man. So when you get monetized, man, we be coming in there, boy. We be tearing you up. You know what I'm saying?
I see the bells in the comment, man. When I first saw that, it was funny. Saw like 7, 8 people commenting with the bells in the chat.
Man, you gotta understand, man. This is a family, man, and it's all about love, man. So, it's good to drop the content, but people, I ain't gonna say you saving people's lives, but we really helping a lot of people out when we doing this, dropping the information. Because I don't know how many times it's been the middle of the night, my friend, and I had to get this order out. Something was going wrong. I can't get it to go right. You know what I'm saying? So with being able to watch those videos or somebody being on live, being able to answer some questions, priceless. You know what I'm saying? The best you to say how many kids you got and how long have you been married?
0 kids. I've been married 7 years. Yeah.
Ooh, congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, Tampa, let me know. Gotta come hard. I got this one. Please, Tampa, get a hold of me and let me know because I want that planner. I need that planner. Maybe we can bring you in on Saturday too. Oh no, we can bring you in and let you talk about that planner because I think that's one thing a lot of us, because we be having stuff everywhere. You know what I'm saying? When you have a bad day, this family gives me joy. Thank you so much. You give me hope. Oh, anytime. That's what we do, Mama Jefferson. Thank you. We gonna finish all these comments. Thank you, Strength from Within. Appreciate you coming in, rocking with us. Make sure y'all be in some Oak Cliff. I'm there in the morning. Hey, all right, well, don't be over at Oak Cliff, man. You better watch. No, I'm just playing. Oak Cliff ain't as bad as it used to be no more. But yeah, man, holler at me one, man. Like I said, you gonna be in Oak Cliff, man. Come on over, man. We got everything going. We gonna holler at Elegant, you know what I'm saying? Go bother him, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never right around the corner.
Come on over. Just let me
know. I gotta take us some ink anyway.
Let me know in advance so I can clean up. I don't want you.
I'm telling you, man, that's what we got to do, man. We got to work together, man. We all need to know each other. Like I said, help each other out. That's the whole thing, bro. I ain't going to stop, bro. I'm not going to stop until, like I say, next summer, man, I'm going to be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there you go. Yes, halftones. Please hit the like button on the way out. Intelligence at an all-time high. Oh, thank you, passionately intrigued. Let me throw a little. For those who don't know, passionately intrigued was help me make the official cup for the Big Boy Prince.
Oh man, it's the whole thing's covered. It's like epoxy, I guess. Yeah, it's crazy.
Big
see, y'all are doing
Prince.
Too much. That's crazy.
Yes. So I would definitely want to thank Passionately Intrigued Arts, Inks for Life. Man, you probably missed the whole thing, but don't you worry about it. You always got to rewind. Do you teach design classes, and on how much?
I don't. I may just put it in a video or something. If you have that software, it's a bit tricky because depending on the software you're using, it's different. And I'm not the best designer. I get by, but yeah, I haven't even thought about like what to charge and for teaching and stuff. I really just put it out there just to help. And so it's kind of growing into something else. And so there's enough of us here. We probably could do some type of classes or something, at least with DTF and stuff like that. So I'm open to anything, like especially when the community lets me know there's a need there. That's when I usually try to tackle it because I know a lot of people need it or they want it.
Yeah, it's so we have so many people that's talented, you know what I'm saying? Them said I've enjoyed listening to you guys while I drove to South Carolina. Time for sleep. Good night, Dims. Thank you for rocking with your boys. You know what I'm saying? Both of us. I did have tone finally this week. It's pretty cool.
It softens up the shirt. It lets the shirt breathe.
Man, baby's booty, she is so. I can't wait, man. She is so. I mean, she does it all. We have so many people on here that does so many things. Like passionately intrigued artists. She be like making volcanoes that light up in the ground. I mean, light up. I mean, it'd be like so much stuff. I mean, I'd be amazed, bro. Cause that's why you really have to come on with it. Cause I tell people, these people who watch, I want to say they're smarter than me. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to think about it. To watch a show for a couple of hours like this, you are not a beginner. You have been in the game for a while. So you got to make sure you bring something to the table. Oh, I'll follow both of you guys. Glad to see the collaboration.
Thanks.
Man, appreciate you. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Cause like I say, I learned something tonight. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And hopefully one day I'll be smart enough to teach elegant edits something. It's probably gonna be 10, 20
Well,
years from
you
now.
did the
But
other day, and we got to come together on the neon stuff. But man, when you told me that, I was like, but it took both of our brains to kind of like, oh, okay, like we got to try that. So
exactly.
yeah, uh-huh.
Exactly. I'm telling you, say that's how you come up with the next big thing. Thank you, Big Boy Prince. Love my YouTube family. Virtual hugs to you all. Man, if you see what she is doing, ooh, man, I'm talking about dope. She just dropped in. Shay, y'all don't know. Go check out Late Night Crafting and see all the gems. I think she did Best Uni yesterday. I think I was first. I mean, I think the big boy was first. You know, the big boy. You know, saying, you know, that's my dog station. You know, we be rocking like a cutout stocking. You know what I'm saying? Say, I'm from the D, and Miss Stacy. I think Miss Stacy from the D. I think she's from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? She's from the other D. But we ain't gonna hold that against her. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But you know, hey, we love her. Thank you, Miss Nicole. Miss Creation by Aisha. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Oh, hugs. Thank you, Eve. Hugs back like, oh, thank you, thank you. Look at this. It was just so much love. Our children matter.
Mm.
Oh, right back. Oh, thank you, Miss. What up, though, Nicole? How you doing? How can we order DTF transfers and how large can you print?
Uh, I haven't. I've been trying to get that, get it to, for me to offer transfers to people. I have to be like you already have seen how much I'm into the craft. So for me to actually offer a sellable product to other garment decorators, I got to get my profiles and my colors and say I want you to send me a file, and those colors are going to be perfect, the perfect hues. So I'm working on that, getting some channels and stuff switched over, but it'll be soon and it's going to be affordable. So, but for me to do that, it's got to be at a level where it's consistent. So,
We understand that. Hey, we can respect that right there because last thing you want to do, oh, VIP, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, last thing you want to do is last thing you want to do is you know, make you want to make sure that your product is right. So when you
oh yeah,
oh, there you go, big boy on the squad. You want to make sure that your product is right. So when you do give it to your customers, you want to make sure you don't have no problems, no nothing. So I
yeah. I
understand. I can
want it to
respect
be
this, sir.
just super clean work. I want it to be. I want to be worthy of those dollars, basically. So it's not a game when it comes to me selling someone a product. It's like consistent every time.
Yes, yes. And one thing we know from the videos, if you are meticulous to detail, you know what I'm saying? Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
That listen here, man, those videos are amazing. Deez, Shay Takeover, man, all of them, man, it's just amazing. It's just beautiful. Y'all go holler at my girl Late Night Crafting with Stacy. Oh, Liberty Graphics. Hey, Mike. Oh man. Man, they love us so much. Look at this, man. Man, it's just so much love. Oh my God. And it just keeps going, my friend. It just keeps going. I love all y'all. Let me see. The get challenge is baby booty. I'm hosting ugly sweater mug. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Man, somebody go out to talk. Oh, I need to get my ugly sweater mug going on too. You gotta post an ugly sweater on the mug. Ugly sweater mug will be huge. It is. I need to hurry up. I am 72 and health is all good. Yes, yes, all health is very, very, very. I mean, our children matter. She say she's 72 and she's the thing she's doing out there. I'm from Cali and Big Boy. You from Cali? Oh, that is right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
That's right. Miss Stacy is from Cali. That's right. I forgot. I'm so sorry. But yeah, man. We've had so much fun tonight, man. Man, I am like
It's been good.
yeah, man, we definitely got to do it again. You like,
Oh
especially like,
yeah.
man, we have a men's talk, man. You know, me, and then like I say, I'm trying to do my best. I definitely want to get back up to the shop because I love that bling you got on display up there.
Yeah, I got to get some more stuff in too, man. It's just a process.
So is there anything that you want to let the people know before we get out of here, my friend?
No, just thanks for tuning in. Again, I didn't come here to post links and name drop and all of that stuff. I just came to be a guest, and it's been a joy as always. And I just appreciate being here. I appreciate
Hey
y'all
man,
staying tuned for it's like 2.5 hours. So yeah,
hey man, you know we must have been having some fun. But hey man, I do appreciate you, man. You already know, man, how I do. You know, I'll be hitting you up. Definitely be coming by there, man. You already know, man. You are always a friend of the big boy and the big boy spotlight. So
yeah,
anytime, man, you definitely let me know. And you know, like I say, you from the D, so you already know what it is. We gonna be hooking up for
uh-huh.
cheesy.
All right, man, let's do it. Just hit me
Uh,
up. I got you.
uh, Bet. Well, let me go and close the show. Man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Thanks for all the love and the support. For those tomorrow, we will have Mr. A Dub Productions on. So y'all know that's gonna be a hot one. Make sure y'all tune in. It's gonna be we're gonna put him in a hot seat. Y'all know I'm gonna be ready for him. Y'all know I'm gonna put him in a hot seat. It ain't gonna be nothing nice. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all so very much. Y'all already know what it is. Big boy. And